sitting here again talking about the same things.
They read it pretty good, but he's got some lane. He's got some open space. Squirtward's going. On one situation, Lucas Sharp. He got it. Yep, there we go. Katie is wide open. Let's go. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, bro. Yeah, there we go. That's why I put trust in Tyler Heller. Come on, Tyler.
Let's go, Tyler!
Use them legs, baby. Squidward 10. One-on-one situation. Do something funny. And thank you, Quandale Dinghill, upon the college football world. You really did make something happen. You really did it. Harold Flower, let's go. Oh, sir. No, sir. Tortellini said ball game. Squidception. Bam. Squidward, okay, Squidward. Got some blocks, he might have the speed, and he does. Squidward's got it. Come on, Tyler. Give me a block. Let's freaking go. Ooh, this might be it. Go, 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 go. AJ Hayward. We got it again. Let's go. No way. Yes. Go. Go. That's it. Bam. He's burner this time. What a spin move. Finish this. Finish him off. Woo. There you go, KD. Let's go! Let's go! Go, 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 go! Is this another banger? Of course it is. Oh my gosh, please. Please. I did it to him! Come on, Harold. Come on, Harold Flower. Yes! All right, Jenkins, it's all you, buddy. Beautiful! Mario Bismuth's loose! Come on. Yes! Go! Get there, Leroy Jenkins. Yes, he does! Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, Tardaria is your new national champions. All right, have my attention focused. The Elite Four game just started. Illinois and UConn going at it. Good day, everybody. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday night. Starting the stream an hour earlier, as I literally just mentioned, the Elite or the Final Four game. And I wanted to keep my focus on that as we are going underway in year 9. Year 9 of the Tardaria Squeetars, coming off yet another national championship victory, getting revenge on Mickey Mouse twice in the same night. That was very, very satisfying, but as you guys know, if you were there for that stream, we lost a ton of talent. And we're bringing in a ton of talent, too, so that's the good news. We're actually bringing in some significant transfer portal pieces, too. I think only one of them really counts, but we're bringing in some transfer talent, a lot of good big-name recruits. Took all of your guys' names from the previous streams and put them into our upcoming roster, so that's going to be very, very fun because, again, if in case this is your first time being here, you guys build the roster. I just play the game. But this is sort of a kind of a dual stream type of thing. I'm going to be playing, of course, Tardaria and playing the game tonight. But I've got the game up here on the screen, and I'm going to be keeping track of that as well. UConn just hit a 3. They're up 3-0 over Illinois. I'll probably be streaming for most of the Michigan-Arizona game. I'm not going to be, I don't know if I'll be streaming for the whole thing because people are going to instantly, whichever team loses this game, a bunch of people are going to come in and be like, you're going to make a get out video for this team. So I have to make sure and be on guard for that. But yeah, no, just working. We're doing some continuous work over here on the Squidtard channel. Thank you to all the people tuning in for tonight's stream. We got some people in here already. Alutron over on the Twitch, much appreciated there. Big support for Alutron over on the Twitch. Scott Crawford, of course, the #1 NIL donator of Tardaria University. Shout out to him for showing up once again in the clutch for us. He sent a super chat too. Thank you for the 5 getting us started with that. It says, can you name a wide receiver? Chase DeLauder. +4 on him. Look him up if you need clarity. Sorry, this is all I got due to flooding. Hey, man. I appreciate the support nonetheless. And sorry about the flood. I have no idea what's going on in that. I don't know where you are on the map, but I hope things are going well with you, buddy. Sorry to hear that you got that going on. All the support in the world for Mr. Scott Crawford. Great guy. Great guy. But yeah, let's see who else is in here. Nino, Nakano, Quint. Not a shocker that you're here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Young Man Connor. Who else? Nathan Tucker, 25. Ian White, 2264. Hello, Squeegee. Arizona Cardinals fan, 8375. Yeah, no. Good to see all you guys in here. Appreciate you for the support. And while we're on the topic of support, there's something else I would very much like to show my support for. And that is the sponsor of Squidtard Sports, now officially made 4 days ago. And that's PrizePicks. PrizePicks are great people. And of course I recently installed the application, and it's pretty fun, and very, very useful. I will say that. Very, very, very useful. That is for certain. It is available in over 40 states across the United States. It's the #1 sports picks app. It is very, very simple too. Very, very, very simple. Pick more or less on a few player stats to lock in your lineup. You can choose by a variety of things. We're in NBA season, so you can pick from 3-point shots, rebounds, assists, and an endless array of other stats as well. It's available in states such as California, Texas, Florida, plenty of other places as well. And the greatest part about it is you can get $50 in lineups just by placing your first lineup by entering the code HMA. Just make sure that once you get it, just to play responsibly. So thank you to PrizePicks for sponsoring Squidtard Sports. All right, so we got a lot of work to do in Tardaria going into Season 9. I'm going to show you guys the roster before we begin, as well as our schedule. And yeah, no, I've got the game up here, so I will be updating you guys on that as well. UConn still with a 3-point lead. Yeah, I remember you said you were in Ohio, Scott. I just forget which part, and that's actually crazy. I didn't think that would be much of a problem up in Ohio, but I guess that it's an impact for everybody, I suppose. Nathan Tucker, appreciate the 10, says, you know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Final Four. Will Illinois make their first national championship since 2005, or will UConn make their third in 4 years? We'll find out tonight. Yeah, no. I'm expecting UConn, but because this is where they play their best ball. We all know that, but as Gino's crybaby ass proved last night against Don Staley, the UConn coaches are run by clowns. Dan Hurley isn't much worse. I don't think he's any worse. I don't think there's much people worse than Gino, but I don't think he's any better. They're both crybabies about ref ball all the time. You're in a small town surrounded by rivers. Yeah, I suppose that. Yeah, because I was trying to picture in my head how that exactly works since, well, Ohio is way up north, so it's obviously away from, like, the oceans. If you were in Michigan, like northern Michigan, that would make a lot more sense because you've got those big lakes around there, and that could definitely contribute to a lot of flooding. But, yeah, no, hearing that from Ohio, that is a bit of a surprise. Yeah, I saw Gino put out a statement apology, and it straight up, it looked like something an AI made. And even if an AI didn't, it was like, well, it was, I apologize for my actions to this coach. For that behavior that I showed was not my particular behavior. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Your particular behavior? That's how you act every game. You're always crying about something or getting in somebody's face. You and Dan Hurley, 2 peas from the same pod. You know, it's hard to... UConn's not a rival or anything to us. Well, they are in lady basketball. So, yeah, I do hate UConn for that reason in particular. But in, like, men's, you know, Tennessee and UConn don't have any of that going on. But, man, the more he talks, the more both of those guys talk, and the more they do, the more I can't stand UConn. It's getting ridiculous. Anyway, let's get over to our game, shall we? Let me see if I can go ahead and transition over here, make sure everything is well up on the screen. Bam. All right, wonderful. So yeah, I've already went through our recruiting board. I'll show you guys what that looks like, because you know, like I said, I went through the effort of going through recruiting before we began. Already got a few guys up on our board. 4-star edge, 4-star left tackle. We're going to be heavy on trying to get linebackers. Apparently, that's a big need, but we've already got some guys up on the both fronts, so that's pretty fun. Very, very fun. Nathan Tucker, appreciate the 5, says, with what happened with him and Don Staley last night was crazy. It caught my attention when I first saw that. There will be no repeat for women's. Yeah, and deservedly so. No disrespect against the team. The team didn't do anything wrong. The coach does not, I mean, the coach doesn't necessarily speak for the team, but the way he acted does no good in anybody trying to support UConn in any capacity. Milkshake. Very good. I had to get one for tonight because, well, I missed one for the, I missed mine for the FBS report, so you knew I had to get one for today's stream. Okay, so real quick, before we do anything else, I want to show you guys our upcoming team. Well, actually, before, I want to show you guys one other thing that I forgot to establish, and that was, if you haven't seen my the updates on Twitter or Discord, I had to make some cuts to the roster. I did. I know. It's unfortunate, but I did. I had to make a few cuts to our roster. So, unfortunately, some of our upcoming players did not make the final cut. And I'm going to show you guys who that is here on the screen. Let me go ahead and pull it up. I got the Twitter post here because I put it on Twitter, but I just didn't update anybody on YouTube because I didn't feel like making a whole post dedicated to just a few players that wouldn't be making it to this year's Tardaria roster. Here it is, I believe. Here we go. Yeah, so these are the players that did not make the cut for this year's roster. Ahmed Khan, linebacker. Prince Duck, linebacker. Super Nuclear, running back. Sorry, Super Nuclear. Sergio Bridges, Ashley Weber, and Joe Swanson. Sorry to these guys. They did not make the final cut. And I didn't pick them out specifically. It was, I was basing it on how much talent they had. And most of these guys didn't even make it to 70 overall. And some of them were going into their junior year, and it's like, yeah, you're just not developing. Clearly, we need to get Dan Mullen on the squad because there was just a significant lack of development. And as you guys know, that's a big problem. There cannot be a significant lack of development for the Tardaria Squeetars. Alrighty then. Well, glad we cleared that up. Now I'm going to show you guys what we got for our actual roster. So, here's what our roster looks like. So, Our leading quarterback, more than likely, is going to be a mix between these three guys right here. Transfer A.J. Brand came in, and he wants to get the starting position. But there's also Chip Chipperson and Kenny Kawaguchi. So I think it's going to be a blend between all three of these guys. I think I'm going to give all three of them playing time and see which one comes out the best. And whichever one comes out the best in our first 3 games will probably end up being our starting quarterback for the rest of the season. So we'll see how that goes. But below them, we've got John Helldiver as a backup, as well as incoming freshman quarterback, Red 5478. There wasn't enough space, so I couldn't put out the whole name. But yeah, Red 5478 coming in as our newest quarterback for the Tardaria Squeetars. Not very good right now, but give him some time and it'll probably turn into something special. Anyway, our starting running back, probably going to be Ceiling Fan Jr., but we got Ryoko Matoy as a backup. Behind him, Cameron Williams coming in as a transfer, and then Hot Dog developing nicely as a freshman redshirt. Now, as I mentioned, we had to get rid of Sergio Bridges, one of our fullbacks, but we still got Free Bird as our starting fullback. For our receivers, Andrew Marsh returns for another year. He's up to a 94 overall. Behind him, we've got 3 seniors, Pete Wheeler, and yes, that does say this is our impact transfer, Malachi Coleman. We got him out of the portal, and he's coming in. I'm very, very excited for him. And we also got Bubble Screen entering his senior year. And then we've got some of our, probably what's going to be our younger talent getting some experience. Asuka Thunder, Vicky Kawaguchi, Yeetus Deletus, Squiggles Von Picklejar, and then our newest wide receiver, Scott Pilgrim. For our tight ends, Antonio Brown luckily makes it back for another season. Ian Hyper also entering his senior year. So 2 tight ends going into their senior year. Brendan Perna, freshman tight end on a red shirt. Yeah, no, he's really good. After these 2 leave, he's gonna make an impact. He also got a music tune, and then our newest tight end, Nate DeGreat. For our left tackles, Thing 1 will be starting. Behind him, Anakin Skywalker. Then we got IHOP Goth Girl and Keisha Phillips as true freshman tackles. For our guards, we have AJ Andrews, Scott Crawford, and Hanafuda SPA. Then for our centers, Josh Grimble. Look at him, 96 overall. Pretty good. David Aries II, and then Peter Griffin. For our right guards, Fist of the Nose Hair, Supreme Bingus, and then Max Buchanan coming out of the portal just to serve as some extra muscle for our line. And then for our right tackles, Bo Hewley, another transfer to add on some extra muscle over on the right side. Luke Skywalker, and then 2 new guys named CJ Johnson and Rakeem Matlock. Then for our edge rushers, we got Justin Timberhate, Zach Washington II, Sidney Weber, and then we've got a bunch of freshman talent. Got D-Ron Hajrullah. It's going to be something new every time I say it. Then we got Teddy Roosevelt and David Mayo. For our right edge rushers, John Port coming back for another season, probably going to be an impact player. 42-17, going to get some starting time. Sabrina Carpenter, and then newest recruit, David Bootylicious. Dear Lord. All right, and then for our defensive tackles, we got Chicken Jockey, Adelbert Dingus, Obi-Wan Nairobi, VZ Goth Girl, who's a new addition to the roster, up to a 78 in year 1. That's a 5-year player right there. Boy, that's going to be an impact. We got John Alexis out of the portal just to add some extra muscle to the line. Then, of course, Preston Garvey and Pablo Sanchez. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Then we go for our linebackers. Juice Cramble, Huckleberry Finn. Huckleberry Finn. David Muster coming off of a red shirt. For our some of our other linebackers. LaBoomstick Body Bag the third is going to be entering his senior year. Alcina Dimitrisu coming in as our newest addition. And then Dom Babinaw. Squilliam Fancyson is going to get some extreme playing time. Followed by, yes, you are reading that right, Marin Kitagawa. It's a linebacker. And then Tyreek Hicks, just to add some extra muscle. For our secondary, which, believe it or not, might be one of our strongest secondaries in Tardaria history, Anthony DeGoat, our 99 overall player right here, the only 99 overall on our team, followed by Tatsumo Bunsman, Sidney Sweeney, and Dirt Herbstreit. And then for some extra freshman experience, Jet Lag and a junior at 19. They're going to get some playing time more than likely. For our safeties, Burger King, Mookie Swebs, LeBron James, Hana Tanaka, and then two new additions named James Rolfe and Ken Kaneki. And then for our strong safeties, Kizo Night Terror, Misono Mika, probably going to be back and forth with these two players. And then two new players, Malachi Marino and Subaru Natsuki. Then for our kicker, coming back for another year, Yeet Master. He was the backup kicker for a while. This is going to be his first year actually starting as our kicker. And then Dan Soder as our punter. So there you go. That is this year's Tardaria roster. Some impact players for sure. I want to see what the All-Americans list looks like. See where that goes down. And Josh Grimble's on here for first-team All-Americans. And so is Anthony DeGoat. A lot of Mouse players on here. Yeah, Mouse went hard in the portal, as expected. Bryce Underwood is the first-team All-American quarterback. Ain't that a something? Florida got Vernell Brown? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, they went busy. Let's just check SEC. SEC first-team All-Americans. Pete Wheeler's on here. So's Fist of the Nose Hair. Yeet Master, too. How about that? For second-team SEC, we got Andrew Marsh, Thing One, Supreme Bingus, Juice Cramble, Burger King, and Kizo Night Terror. And then Dan Soder as well. How about that? We got some work going for us for sure. And then I'll show you guys one last thing before we go ahead and get on a roll here. Where am I looking? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Where is it? Sorry, I'm trying to switch back to our screen here, or my Google Doc, because I was going to show you guys the upcoming players on our roster for next year. Here we go, and boom. So here you go. If you want a player name of yours to be added, just send a super chat and then tell me the player name, and any dollar that goes to the cause will receive. You can add any upgrade to any player of your choice. So upcoming for next year, we've only got two things. Blank Nakano, meaning that we're bringing another Nakano to the bloodline of legendary Nakano quarterbacks. And then running back Squidtard Sports, who has yet to be added onto the roster, and boy, is he going to be pretty good. And then Scott wanted me to add another player, a wide receiver by the name of Chase D. Louder. I think I said that right. And then +4. Or +5. There we go. There we go. All right. So, again, anybody wants to add a player of your choice for next year's roster, just send a super chat and list the name, and I will put it on the roster before the next game. All right. Good stuff, everybody. Let's go. Let's roll every day. Tell him, Neil Brown.
Let's roll every day.
Y'all ready for this? Y'all already know. Y'all already know you're ready for this. Yeah, we set up this. Oh, and here's our schedule, of course. Forgot to mention that. Did some work with our schedule, meeting some familiar faces once again. We played them at the end of the regular season last year. Now we're playing them to start the season. Week 0 game for Tardaria. We're going into the Rose Bowl to play against UCLA. So that's going to be fun. Then we get Syracuse back at the Tangerina. Rival battle right there to start out week 1. We get a break week 2 before facing off against Indiana, top 10 Indiana in Bloomington. Then our conference schedule begins. We get Missouri, then South Carolina. Then we open up against UConn. Had to put them on the schedule after what Gino did. Then we got Oklahoma on the road in Norman. Ole Miss at home. Texas A&M on the road. We got to face the Mouse once again, of course. Then we get to go to Bryant-Denny to face off against Bama. And then finally, we end the regular season against Arkansas in Fayetteville. So, yeah, pretty loaded schedule right here. We've got a lot of work ahead of us if we want to get close or even close to back to where we were last season. So, we're going to be busy. That's all I know. So, let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? I heard rumors spiraling around my Arizona Cardinals either drafting Ty Simpson or Jeremiah Love. I hope to God that Ty comes to the Valley. We desperately need a new franchise quarterback. Yeah, if you need a new head for the offense, yeah, Bart Simpson's probably the way to go in that regard. I don't think you're gonna get. I don't think Jeremiah Love's gonna go that low. Finish my 3rd crap of the day. That's rookie numbers. Come on, 3rd? 6:35 where I'm at, and it's probably way later for you, Drax. Dadgum, man. Only 3rd crap of the day. That's disappointing. Come on, man. Got to get those numbers up. No, was not able to get Tennessee on the schedule, and that's due to the SEC. That's due to the different leagues not wanting me to have that game on the schedule. You got to put the blame on them. That's all there is to it. 1 hour difference. So 7:35. That's still bad, man. Come on. You got to get those numbers up, bro. All right, so let's focus on the top talent first, and if we don't get those guys, we'll move down to some of the lower talent. But now that we have all of our recruiting buffs, now we can do some more fun stuff. Okay, now we have a lot more points to work with. Now we can start going after some other guys. Illinois is putting up a fight, but they're in a bit of a struggle fest right now. UConn's got a 6-point lead, but they're at the free throw line. So, as I expected, again, like UConn, they play their best ball in the most clutch of times. With the Fighting Illini wants to get to the championship game, they're going to have to ball up pretty fast because 12 points. Oh, well, that changed. There you go. 3-point shot from basically half court. That flips things on its head right there. Now it's only a 3-point game. Yeah, they need to start making shots like that if they want to have a shot of making the championship. But UConn just hit a 3 of their own, so it's going to be one of these back and forth blow trading type of things. Chase DeLauder is a Cleveland Guardian. He hit 5 home runs already. Oh, good for him. Glad you have a baseball team that you can support that's actually worth something, Scott. Because the San Francisco Giants, oh boy. Now, I don't necessarily, like I don't follow them. But, yeah, no. Does not look good for Tony Vitello that they're stinking it up right now. They're one of the worst teams in the league, aren't they? What does the Heisman ballot look like? Where does that stand? Nobody on our team's on here. They're doubting us again. Bryce Underwood. Indiana got C.J. Carr. Julian Lewis went to LSU. Julian Sayans still at Ohio State. And then Marcel Reed hit the portal again. This time he's at Ole Miss. That's crazy. Well, at least we don't have to deal with Arch Manning anymore, right? Let's see what UCLA's dealing with. I've got a feeling we're to come across one of our players down the road. I feel like that could definitely happen. UCLA. Nick Tiffin? Who the hell is that? I ain't never heard of that. Hey Squid, which team disappointed you the most last college football season? Penn State. It's either Penn State or LSU. But Penn State was a national title favorite by most teams, or by most analysts, including most people on here. Whopping majority of the people thought Penn State was going to make a run for the title this year, and they came so far away from that. And they turned into a flat-out joke, and it wound up costing James Franklin his job. I mean, but LSU is another one too. National title favorite by a lot of people, or at least a playoff favorite, making it to at least, like, you know, up to maybe the top 4 teams, and they just fell flat on their face after the first 4 weeks. Kind of like Penn State. I'm sorry, who was that? Did they have a 93 overall receiver? No. Still 91 overall, Quasi Gilmer. Doesn't look like we're dealing with anything too threatening. I mean, after all, it is UCLA, but I think we're in good hands here. Sucks we can't beat up Nico, but what can you do about that? You know what I mean? Let's get into it, shall we? Also, we're not 99 overall across the board anymore. Ain't that disappointing, right? I guess we'll just rock both traditional uniforms and keep it as is. Let's roll! Every day! Hello, Smokey. Smokey's asleep right here.
This is a matchup we have been waiting for.
The Rose Bowl. Thanks for the Tardaria stream. I'm feeling depressed today, and this is a great distraction. Hey, man, well, I'm glad I'm helping you out with that. Sorry that you're going through a tough time, but that's just the way the world goes. The world is chaos at the end of the day. The best thing you can do is absorb that chaos and become one with it.
Taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here.
Yeah, in terms of one of the more impressive teams, Miami is definitely up on that board. They may have had a regular season similar to what they had, but most people expected them for their season to end at A&M, and that was the furthest thing from what actually happened. So I think Miami deserves a lot of credit for getting all the way to the national championship game.
Here we go, folks. The kickoff team is out there.
I think there are more impressive teams based on what their expectations were. Like Virginia, for example. There was nobody who expected Virginia to win 11 games this year. I mean, that was crazy. But Miami should feel proud of themselves for what they did. All right, Mr. Nick Tiffin. Let's see what you can do against this Tardaria defense. Now, I know pretty much everybody has done something against Tardaria's defense, but hey, first time for everything. Who knows?
One thing about this guy is he's been able to win his teammates over right away, become a
all right,
great leader.
and already off to a great start. 47 yards allowed by Tardaria's defense on play numero uno. Why am I not surprised?
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks and the first play from scrimmage.
Here comes a first down pass attempt.
There we go. Bam. Good night. 42-17 getting it, or 42-17, not 42-17. 42-17. Getting in there, making a big impact play.
So this offense faces a second and 15.
Yeah, a lot of new players here. on this defense, getting some playing experience.
Looking to throw.
Boom! Ball's out! That's ours. Goodbye. How about that? How much money would you have bet that Tardaria's first touchdown of the season would be a defensive one, huh? How much money did you bet on that? And if you bet anything, congratulations, you're now broke. Sidney Sweeney takes that one to the house, and Tardaria is up on the board. No time at all on that regard.
PAT makes it 7-0.
I'm high on Bob Chesney to turn around UCLA into 9 to 10 wins in a couple of seasons. I think that's going to take some time. That's definitely not going to be like like he's not coming in and instantly winning like 8 to 10 games. That's going to be a slow burn type of rebuild because there's just not enough talent. If y'all were still in the Pac-12, I would have been way more willing to give them the benefit of the doubt, but you got to go up against some big-time talent. What the hell is this defense on? Oh, my goodness. Misono Mika just yanked that one away. That was a steal. Okay, defense. I like that. Back-to-back turnovers. Misono Mika literally just stole that entire drive. Okay, well now the offense finally gets to get on the board. We've got AJ Brand coming in for this first game. We're going to let him start for us and see what he can bring to the table. Ceiling Fan Jr. will be our running back.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary.
Second and 10. We'll just go with the typical screen.
This time,
Here goes Ceiling Fan. Got some open space. First down.
Drive stays alive with that first down completion.
Makes you feeling better about your defense. My Jacksonville State defense allows negative rushing yards on defense and 400 passing yards. That's literally how it goes all the time with me. Oh, bad throw. Andrew Marsh was open. Come on, Brand. That was a bad throw. Not impressed by that one. No, you're open. Get him a Ceiling Fan. Oh, if he had shed that tackle, that would have been a house call.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage,
UCLA had talent based on composite play calling development sucked and easier schedule and show out. Oh, definitely no denying that Deshaun Foster's play calling. He was way in over his head. He had absolutely no idea what he was doing. No doubt about that. Had they had Chesney last year, UCLA would probably be at least a bowl level team. But that was the furthest thing from what actually happened, as we all know. The defense was a disaster. And for a couple of weeks in time, the offense was as well.
Fielded in the end zone. It's low.
It took like 4 to 5 weeks, probably Penn State, where Nico finally learned how to complete a pass because up until that point, UCLA could not figure out how to throw the football in any capacity.
Running back with the football.
Nope.
They try the middle, but gain.
That's Adelbert Dingus right there.
The Bruins looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Random thought, but didn't Tennessee have a season where they allowed 0 points all year? Yep, unbeaten and unscored upon. That would be back in, I think, 1938 was the year. It was one of the best years a defense has ever had. Well, probably the best year a defense has ever had in college football history. And nobody's ever going to repeat that, by the way. There's never going to be a team that has no points scored on them, unfortunately. Oh, my goodness. Shredded on the wheel route defense on a 3rd and 13. Why am I not surprised? That's typical Tardaria defense right there.
First and 10 here.
Nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver.
Get to this quarterback fast. Third sack of the day.
Third sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing.
Imagine having eyes show speed on Tardaria. Somebody can make it happen. Again, roster's up. The roster is entirely on y'all.
QB bootlegs here.
Oh my goodness. Poor guy's running around for his life. That's a pretty decent throw right there. He at least tried hard.
Brings up third down.
All right, third. We let him get one on a 3rd and 16. It's 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 15. I'd argue that we should be able to get this one. Right? Oh, double coverage. Well, Burger King should have had that, but nonetheless, it's 4th down and they got a punt.
Don't expect that from such a reliable defender.
Man blitz from the 3-3. Their line is weak. Yeah, we're just going to take advantage of that.
This one is out of bounds, and that'll give
Stuff like that doesn't work on the stronger lines. Like I had to switch my game plan against Georgia because every time I brought the blitz, they would just instantly counter it. So I had to switch my game plan in regards to that. Oh, can you beat him? Oh my goodness, bubble screen. Let him know about it, bubble screen. Okay. What a play by Bubble Screen. Bubble Screen. Bubble Screen. Bubble Screen. You're going to be hearing that a lot, I bet.
You got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Look for Andrew Marsh to get free over there. That safety cuts. He didn't get free. Oh, A.J. Brand really slow. And he's got 8 yards out of that. He's noticeably slow.
Nothing else is there. Good decision by the
wide difference between him and Miku, I'll say that much. But he's got the arm strength. Let's see what he can do here.
Good heads up play.
Oh, there was just not enough time. Not an open man, but Speed is literally taking over YouTube. Be the next PewDiePie. Yeah. I mean, I'd say he already is that. In terms of internet influencers, or specifically YouTubers, I mean, you know, there's a big gap between Speed and Mr. Beast. Because, well, I mean, look at Mr. Beast. He's the most subscribed to channel on Earth. But Speed is one of the most recognizable influencers on the planet right now, and rightfully so.
Second down, we're going to throw it.
What a throw to Bubble Screen. Hell yeah, I love that. Wave Opstad, appreciate the 2, says running back name Shovel Pass. we're gonna have a running back named Shovel Pass. All right, will do. We'll make it happen. Bam. Antonio Brown touchdown. Like what I'm seeing out of A.J. Brand so far. We're going to let the other quarterbacks get some experience. I might sub in another quarterback after this first quarter, but I like what I saw. Did you hear about the 1v3 low tackle drill Southeast Missouri was doing? Yeah, I'm surprised. I would be very surprised if the administration is not like actively shitting on him for that. I would be very surprised if he didn't hear like an angry letter for that, because that is just complete negligence by the coaches. I don't know what they were thinking. That's just asking for some of your star players to get injured before the season even starts.
The Bruins will crank up the tempo.
And what's the point? More importantly, what's the point? You're teaching them to take big hits. Believe me, I think they signed up for that when they started playing football. I'm not really sure I understand what the whole point of that even was. Are they gonna throw here? They might. No, they're gonna run it. Boom! Okay. Who laid down the law on that one? What a play. Kizo Night Terror, the safety, just erased this man from his existence. I love that. Puts an end to another UCLA drive and gets the offense back on the board.
We're going to kick it away for the second time.
Yeah, March Madness is up on the screen right there. Here goes Asuka Thunder on the return. And what a good return by Asuka Thunder. Okay. Look at our players getting some real experience here. More importantly, really putting on some numbers. All right, let's see how your deep arm can go. Oh. Well, that was a pretty good throw. I'm not complaining about the throw. He's just that should have been a catch.
Defense busting coverage, leave the receiver wide open, and boy, oh boy, did they catch a break.
Looks over the middle, and that's
Beautiful spin. Bubble screen is pretty good. He's doing some really, really good stuff. I'm liking what I'm seeing from him.
No huddle now for the offense.
Quarterback sees that this defense
I guess it builds character in the player's ACLs.
So he does the right thing. Gets it
Yeah,
underneath
built
to that
character,
drag route
all
and
right.
picks up a first down.
Just lobbed that one. Beautiful.
Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just.
Do you remember when Slenderman used to be an internet phenomenon back in the early mid-2010s? Yeah, I do. I was birthed in the age of early internet culture, and yeah, I remember watching that as a kid. Scared me shitless for like a couple of days, and then I got over it. Most like everything else.
Here we go. First
Out of the other things I saw in the early internet days, Slenderman was probably one of the least scariest things. There was a way worse. Oh my goodness, dude! Bubble screen. This dude means business. Holy hell! What in the world is this guy on? I don't know, but I'm liking what I'm seeing. Look at this. I mean, this was cinema right here. That's supposed to be just a quick little dump off, and he just dodged the entire Bruin defense. I like it. Doesn't it feel weird to hear Chris Fowler commentate a UCLA game? Yeah, it's because it's week 0. That's the only reason. If this were any other week, Chris Fowler and Herb Street would not. They would not be in the Rose Bowl right now.
Good job by the coverage team.
So a little unrealistic. You know what else is also unrealistic? Look at how full that crowd is. Again, I've talked about it before, but they need to fix that in the new game. There's no reason the crowd should be that full. I don't care if it's week 1 or week 12 or if UCLA is #1 in the nation. Uh-oh. Sono Mika's grabbing onto that leg. I really hope that's not serious. That would actually really suck if we lost Sono Mika this early.
Looking for a receiver.
Ooh, bad mistake. Boom! Well, got the hit. That's what counts. Remember when you would go on the online to escape the real world? Boy, how times have changed, huh? Okay, looks like Mika will be coming back. So that's good. But yeah, no. Now the internet and the real world are just synonymous with each other, unfortunately. That's just the way things are now. You can't escape it.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down.
Double coverage. Interesting decision. Thank you. Anthony DeGoat just yanked that one away. Look at him go. One of what's likely to be Anthony DeGoat's several picks this season.
This defense is all over it. That's their second interception.
It's full of Tardaria fans. Not from this side, it ain't. It's all UCLA fans, but I'm not sure what they're doing here at this point. I think the effort that their fans put onto into their stadium doesn't look like it's working all that much in their favor. Pressing Andrew Marsh on that side.
Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Oh, dang, man. You got to give me some time to at least throw. And A.J. Brand's hurt, so now we're forced to put in another quarterback. So Chip Chipperson coming back out here on the field on a 3rd and 14. Not a lot you can do here.
Looking to make a play deep downfield.
Oh, no. Bubble screen was wide open. Unbelievable. All right, A.J. Brand's got bruised ribs. Well, that's unfortunate. Had bubble screen caught that one, we'd be looking at a 1st and goal instead. We got to do this. Hell of a punt, though. Hell of a punt. Good job, Dan Soder. That was elite. Set us up for what's likely going to be some trolling.
Flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb, and they pinned him inside the 5-yard line.
Goodbye. See what I mean? Good night. Running a read option at the 1-yard line. Very intriguing move there. Obviously paid off for us. Ryoko. Ryoko's got some space. He's got a lane. All the way to midfield. UConn up by 7. Yeah, I'm watching. Oh, Illinois player just fell on nothing.
It's a quarterback keeper.
That was just bad blocking. Oh, no!
The defense scoops it up.
No! Chip Chipperson, dude! Oh, my goodness. Come on, man. Or is that A.J. Brand? Oh, that was A.J. Brand. Okay. Yeah, I believe we've seen enough of you. For the day. Can't be doing that. Not on read options particularly. That is not the right move. Well, we can't challenge the play, obviously.
But this defense lines this up with an important takeaway. Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely
UCLA folding like their very own Sacramento Kings.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing
Get
that,
the frick out of here. Get the frick out of here.
Get the frick out.
What a guy. I wonder what he's up to today.
Showcasing the shiftiness on that play.
Probably the same thing he was up to however many years ago that was. It's been so long. Sammy, classic Sonic fan. What a guy. Wasn't that the quarterback who got injured? Yeah, A.J. Brand. But he's back out on the field. I'm not sure I understand it.
Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. The Bruins will bring their punt team onto the field.
Well, okay, we'll cut him some slack. That was a bad fumble, but we'll cut him some slack. He can't be doing that all season though. If we have too many more of those, we're gonna have to give him a boot. We'll give him another chance though. In fact, why don't you run that play again, AJ Brand? You messed it up last time. Let's see if you can do it now. Here you go. There you go. There you go. That's much more like it. Good job. Five Nights at Freddy's was my childhood growing up. It's amazing FNF went from being an indie horror game now having 2 horror movies made by Universal and Blumhouse. Yeah, no. Good for good for the series. But I did hear very bad things about the second one. I watched the first one and I liked it, but I've heard very terrible things about the second one. But then again, I've heard terrible things about the Mario Galaxy movie, and I watched it recently, and I actually liked it. I'm not really sure what the critics were even that mad about in the first place. I thought it was a pretty entertaining movie.
Chris, I cannot believe we're
a lot of people are coming out and saying the most stupidest things about the Mario Galaxy movie. It's like they wrote this movie for kids. Yeah. It's almost like it's a kids movie or something, numbnuts. Like, what are we doing here? It's like people go to the movie theater to expect a rated PG movie to look like a rated R movie. That ain't how it works, buckaroo.
Really affects the team's mental side.
Barely got that one off. It's a free bird, the fullback.
Following a play like this.
And that's coming back because some dumbass held. Good job. Thing 1 held, so now it's 1st and 20.
The penalty flag. A penalty backs him up 1st and very long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw.
Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, no, overthrown. Safety boxed that one up well. Didn't realize one safety could cover up 12 guys. Burgers and fries.
They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Okay, ceiling fan, I like that. Hell yeah.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after
that was beautiful.
Nice gain there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
That play died off long before anything happened.
Swarming him that time.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been
he had a pretty good dynamic bubble screen this game. Yeah, I'm probably gonna let him play through most of the game until we need to put in our backups. And then starting in the next game, we're gonna put in Chip Chipperson for the whole thing. And then in the next one, we'll put in Kenya Kawaguchi. Whichever one looks the best at the end of the game, that's probably who our starter is going to be before our 4th game, and then however much on. Anyway, it's now 37-0. This thing is already over.
This may not be the last time we see him
executives want children to consume like adults without having to develop the maturity and accountability of adults. Well, that sounds, I mean, that just sounds like something they've been wanting to do for all of time. I don't think that's changed. But what's changed is sort of the responsibility of parents in a lot of cases. Most parents nowadays, not most, but there are some who just don't raise their kids. Or if they do, they let letting the internet raise your children is probably the worst idea ever. And there are some parents who do that. It's a terrible idea. It's not going to benefit you in any capacity. They will not get real-world experience from the internet.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this pass is
well, dadgummit. It's Tatsimo Bunsman letting that one go free. Broncos anime video was very unexpected but appreciated. Yeah, I'm glad you guys liked that. That was just sort of my April Fool's video, because I've been thinking about making one like that for a long time, and I was like, you know, if I'm going to make this, what better time to make it than to do it during April, you know, right before April Fool's. And that's exactly when I did it, as you guys know. I even asked, you can go back to the dumpster fire, I even asked Tree if he was going to cover it, or if anybody else was thinking about doing it. None of them said that they were, so I was like, oh, I've got to take advantage of this.
Just good enough for a first down. Offense beginning to click on this.
It seemed to be the right move. A lot of people like it. Now, I've of course got a lot of people coming out of the woodwork mad that I dare make a video about it. For whatever reason, yeah, there were a lot of people that came to that video particularly angry about the video. And I'm not sure why. Like, why do you care so much? But then again, a lot of them are just trolls. Because, well, shocker. When you're on YouTube, you get trolls.
Running out of time in the pocket. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in.
There are people like angry about it. Why are you mad about this video? My favorite part is when people get mad about the video that you uploaded and then they watch it. It's like, thanks, much appreciated. Damn, Chicken Jockey, let them know about it.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure.
What made me really happy was this was really funny. Probably the best part about seeing all the comments. Dadgummit, LeBron James. Holy hell, dude, you suck. There. Is that going to be our guy who just lays an egg every time? 3rd and 17. Oh my goodness. On a 3rd and 17. LeBron James. Go back to basketball, man. You ain't got it here.
This guy makes another big play.
That could have been bad for UCLA. Almost let me get a pick on that one. I'll explain in a second, but there was something really cool about that video that happened recently, and I'd like to talk about it as soon as UCLA gets off the field. Yeah.
He makes the grab in the end zone.
Tardaria's got a shake on defense every once.
Chris, obviously the first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something they can build off when they get back out here at halftime.
Yeah, need a new Dingus LaFelony, and I guess that's LeBron James. They're reviewing to see if this receiver had the football. Dang. Fork found in kitchen, I suppose. Come on, like that's obviously a catch. What are we doing here?
Kicking team out for the PAT drive.
Aye.
And he knocks it right through. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if
well, that was shameful. All right, well, we got 44 seconds to make a funny out of this, so we might as well do that. Here's Asuka Thunder on the return. Should we just go all out with the funny? Yes, we should. We got to go 85 yards. I feel like eventually we might as well just go ahead and test this play to see how it works out. What's the shame in it, you know what I mean? And we had an open man, just not enough time.
Doesn't work that time. Empty set now, 5 wide.
Well, that's brutal. That ain't on AJ Brand. That is obviously on the line. They let me down on that one.
Complete to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
What option?
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down.
Just gonna throw it back to Antonio Brown. Oh, you gotta make that, dude. That's shameful. No, we're going for it. Screw it. We're up by 1,000,000 points. I feel we just best to go for it. Screw that. Yeah, of course. What are we doing? Come on. What are we doing here?
So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
All right, well, we got 10 seconds to possibly do one single ha-ha.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps
I ain't throwing to Pete Wheeler. I know his ass is going to drop it. So it's down to Andrew Marsh. And yeah, not very many options, but we're just going to toss it up. All right, well, let's see how much of an arm you got. Let's see how much of an arm you've got. 70 yards. You got to throw this one. So I trust your judgment here. Not even close. Right.
Incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to
That's a shame.
with our halftime update.
I imagine Nico is going to be the QB1 next season for who? He ain't going to be on our team, I'll tell you that much.
The Bruins will kick this away to
Oh,
begin the second half.
Super Nuclear. Buddy, Super Nuclear is gone. He got cut from the team. He's entering his sophomore year, and he's not even a 70 overall. He's one of the weakest players. We had to cut some people from the team, and unfortunately, he did not make the cut. Sorry, boss man. I would have kept him if I could, but he was one of the lowest rated guys on the team, and I had to cut at least 7 other people. So unfortunately, he did not make it.
Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble.
We're just going to have to toss this one up.
Shot to the right.
What a catch! How in the world is Pete Wheeler going to catch that?
Big play there by the sophomore quarterback.
I wish I were lying to you, Nuclear, but that's just the way it is, man. I would have shown you if I could have. Literally, that we had way too many players, and you can't cut any of the new recruits. The game won't let you. So pretty much, the game either automatically cuts the bottom guys, or you have to do it yourself. And it basically cut the top, like the bottom guys on the roster, and unfortunately, that was one of them. Sorry, boss man.
Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Which I think, it's crazy how you know. It's just one of those things at the end of the day. You can only have 85 players on scholarship, but I think it's stupid that you have to cut guys from the roster in the first place. It's depressing.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third.
How's Fist of the Nose Hair doing? I don't know how he's necessarily doing, but I know he's starting, so that's a plus.
He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. First and goal for the offense.
Malachi Coleman, let's see what you can do. Yep. Bam! Touchdown. How many newer players were added in the offseason? Roughly 20. Maybe a few more. I think it was more like 23, something like that. But yeah, no. It wasn't like a ridiculous amount. It didn't fill our entire scholarship board, and I tried not to because I know that means we've got to cut players. Maybe this year, if I can, I'll try and keep a number of how many players we've got, so that way I know how many we can get before I have to cut it off. At least I get to say Gino is a clown. No wonder he had beef with Summit. Oh, Gino is a massive clown. That's been known. Damn, what a hit. Yeah, no, Gino's always been a massive clown. And I mean, there was a clear reason Pat Summit didn't like the guy, and he made it very, very clear last night when he absolutely lost his mind over nothing.
This entire game, we've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They become.
Come on, take him down. What was that? Oh, it's a hold. Oh, wonderful. All right. Thank you very much.
It's been a rough game for this offensive line, allowing 4 sacks and now flagged on the holding call.
When are you going to square off against Rec Talk again? Whenever he cleans his pants, cleans his panties, because, yeah, no, I embarrassed him last time. I don't think he wants that again. Thank you very much. Anthony to go. Oh, dang, he tripped on the air. Thank you very much, though. Much appreciated. That's another pick for the Tardaria defense. But yeah, Rec Talk don't want the smoke. He had to deal with it once already, and I embarrassed him on his own channel. So he doesn't want that again. He's not ready for it.
Being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. The offense now operating in the
something cool, and this is something I wanted to talk about earlier. Something really cool that did happen from that Uma Musume Broncos video that I made was there was 2 people I talked about in particular. They're the ones that sort of started the whole movement. I think their names were Dr. Despair and Kiyoshiko, something like that. Yeah. I know they go by Kyo and Despair. Well, Kyo, which is the one who dresses up like Goldship, she actually commented on my video. I saw her comment and I was like, no way, you actually saw this video. And so I tried to get into contact with her. I'm going to see if I can get her and Despair on the FBS report on Monday. And that's, I know Red is like, oh shit, no. But Red let me be the responsible one when it comes to getting guest stars on the show. So if I can, I'm absolutely going to get them on the FBS report Monday night.
At the 18, that's good coverage there. And the UCLA offense is back out.
I guess we'll try and go for 69 points. I don't see why not. Game's at half, and I know UConn is sort of taking control, but not enough control to where Illinois is like out of it. Wow. This poor quarterback is lost. I guess we'll take it. Thank you very much. Get us another one up on the board, why don't we?
To start the drive. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking for his big tight end.
Beautiful throw. That was a great throw by A.J. Brown. I didn't think he'd be able to thread that one, but he did. And he did it with thorough accuracy.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary.
You're going to do it again. Bam! Bubble screen touchdown. Oh my goodness. This is turning into a daggone massacre. All right, one thing I want to do before we continue, let me go ahead and go to my coaching, sub in the backups, but we are subbing in the backups, but we're bringing back A.J. Brown. We're letting him finish his game.
It's the chemistry between the quarterback.
I want these guys to play the full game.
I think is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Return starts.
Oh, he's coming out on the outside. Boom! Say goodnight.
Returner will be brought down.
Now, I'm not going to do it based off of stats, because I feel like that's probably unfair if like our defense finds a way to collapse in the next few games. But I am, yeah, no, I'm going to overview like all of the quarterbacks and how they've done, and we'll find out probably by next stream who our starting quarterback's going to be. All right.
Let's it go quickly.
Oh, just a stinky throw. Super Nuclear with the 2 says Super Nuclear the second for quarterback. Buddy, I don't. There's a high demand for quarterbacks, so you're welcome to choose that position. But I would recommend choosing another position. But thank you very much for the 2. Either way, I will add that name onto our roster.
Set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw.
They're double teaming Dingus. He almost nearly just threw another pick again. Actually, I'm gonna go more.
From the 23.
Can we go man here? Yeah, I'm gonna go man. Bold decision. We're bringing the sun.
They'll run it from the gun.
Oh, dang. I didn't realize when we brought the sun that meant nobody was going to be covering the middle right there. Basically just left them a free lane to get the free 10 yards.
Always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you again. Misono Miko with another one. Second interception for Misono.
Sets up the offense near midfield.
Boy, they're making this fun on
First
me.
and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Toss it to the tight end. That's Brendan Perna.
They get him down quickly.
Now we're going to go to cheap clock. Go for two and make a field goal to make it 69 while I do my best.
Window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight
There you go.
end.
Brendan Perna again.
They finally get him down, but not
364 yards, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. AJ Brand is putting on a masterclass of offense tonight.
You know, if I'm right, you look at this quarterback in this
Is tight
game
end
alone,
available?
he's
Yeah,
got
tight
over
end's open.
350
But we have a lot of tight ends too.
What a game for him.
first down, looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket.
Come on, move. Somebody get open. Somebody get open. We're just going to throw this one up.
Now lets it go.
And he throws to nobody in particular.
The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play.
Just trying to extend that one as far as I possibly could to see if maybe we could get some insane play out of it.
And forcing the incompletion.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They come to the line.
All right, it's
A
3rd
long way
and
to go
10.
for the first down, but
What
need
can we
this
possibly do
crucial
here?
Conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On
Have
the
to
move
throw this
now.
one out. Not a good attempt.
Complete the defender.
Well, here's the field goal.
And it brings up 4th down now. And the field goal
This is
field now.
our newest kicker. Uh-oh, that one was ugly.
Missed it. The kick is no
That
good.
one, it was ugly. Yeet Master with a ugly field goal attempt. Not proud of that one.
Drive now from the 25.
That is unfortunate. If you want my opinion, Nuclear, receiver's probably the way to go because we're going to be low on receivers. And we're probably going to be low on safeties after Mookie Swebbs just allowed that one. We're going to be low on that. Quit dancing. Quit the ooh. Oh, yeah. Ooh. We're down like 47 points. Ooh. Ooh, let it again. Dumbass.
What a great catch.
Idiot dancing around like that, being down by 40-something points. Yeah, Mookie Swebbs, you suck. I don't care if you made the game-winning interception in one of the national championships. That was bad.
And the PAT is good.
Shameful.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Do you believe that a lot of the ghost caught on camera videos you see on YouTube are a mixture of real and fake? No, those are
Takes
fake.
this from inside the 5.
I do believe that spirits to some extent are real,
That's where the drive will start.
because things do happen. Like I believe in,
Start a new drive.
I believe in spirits, and I do believe that they do reside here, and that we see them. However, I don't believe that any of those ghost stories or any, like ghost stories. Yes, some of those potentially have, you know, those are potentially real. Not all of them, but
He looks for an open
I could
man.
definitely see some of those stories being very realistic. But those aren't all of them.
They bring him down at the 40.
And neither are the TV shows that you see.
Keep this drive going.
Those aren't real.
And as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, let's check out the
Holy crap, the
comparison. This has been a
ghost
terrific
is up
duel.
in the
Both guys
bedroom
put
and
on a
it's
show.
screaming that I'm gonna kill you when you're sleeping. I'm gonna blow up the nearest Burger King to your house, grr, and they just dramatize everything to just a ridiculous amount. Those aren't real.
Back at it to start the quarter.
But I do believe spirits are real.
To win a first down.
Hell, one of the when my cousin was having his wedding, we stayed at this hotel room, and one of the first things that they told us about this hotel room, because it was in, if you guys know Jonesboro, it's the oldest city in the state of Tennessee.
Through the air.
And one of the things that they told us at this hotel, because it was a very old,
First down.
you know, it was an old hotel. well, very well kept, but it was very old. But point was that they told us, the person running it told us that it was haunted. It's like, okay, it's haunted, I don't believe that. But apparently, people who were once there at the hotel or people who have stayed in rooms in previous, for previous weekends have told stories about where they, like in the bathrooms, they'd hear noises or they'd see people standing there from the bathrooms looking at them and there's nobody there. And so there's legitimacy to that. I could definitely see it.
This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can do.
Oh, I forgot to. I was so focused on the ghost story, I forgot to kick the extra point. Oops.
What a great job to be
I'll play the theme anyway.
Rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Oh my goodness. There's no way a tight end is this fast. There's no way a fat tight end is outrunning our entire defense. I've seen enough. We're out of here. I've got better things to do, like another game. I've seen enough. Take it to the end. That'll do it. Tardaria 65 to whatever. Once I saw a freaking fat tight end outrun our entire defense, I was like, all right, we're out of here. We're going home. Anyway, look at AJ Brand. 422 passing yards, 7 touchdowns.
That's going to wrap it up. For Pro Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
517 total yards of offense. Yeah, look at that. It's the same story every time. Only 37 rushing yards, but over 400 passing yards. What's new? What is new?
What the hell is even that?
I hate Michigan.
Completely unrelated. Oh? AJ Brand has set the Tardaria single-game passing touchdowns record. Now, I don't believe that. That thing, Nino Nakano had several games with over 500 passing yards, but still, that's a pretty funny stat to see. I won't deny that. All right, well, week 0 success. 1-0, as we'd all expect. Now on to game number 2. All right. Super Nuclear, thanks for the 2, says, feed the studs linebacker. All right. Let me go ahead and add these players onto our roster before we continue. Or our future roster, I mean to say. So let's see. Wide receiver, Super Nuclear the second. Then linebacker, feed the studs. And then don't forget Silver's super chat, wide receiver, John Slenderman. Running back, Shovel Pass. Beautiful. All right, glad we cleared that one up. Okay. Bubble screen, SEC Offensive Player of the Week. How about that? Well, it was week 0, so granted, that really isn't that much of a surprise, but still, that is pretty funny. Who did play during week 0? I guess Penn State did. They beat up on something called Delaware. Who else played? Maryland. Well, since it's not October yet, yeah, Maryland is competent, so good for them. Oklahoma State beat up on Tulsa. Kentucky beat Ball State. Missouri beat San Diego State. Texas Tech. Oh no, well they're done. That's their season. GG's. Good night. Good night to y'all. Playoff hopes are over now. You're not making it back there. Losing to North Texas, you're done. BYU's defense doesn't exist apparently. Oh, Kansas State lost to Dave Doran. Ouch. Or I think no, Dave Doran. He left. He's off. I don't know if he got fired or went to the NFL, but he's gone. So NC State's got a new coach now. All right, who's playing week 1? I know we're playing Syracuse. Is there any like big top 25 matchups? Clemson against NC State. West Virginia against Alabama. Indiana going to Virginia. They better win that one. Georgia, Florida State. Prepare for another 63-3 game. Yeah, I remember the Squidward video back in the early YouTube days. I didn't watch it back then, but yeah, no, I do remember it. I remember people talking about it as if it was, oh my goodness, this is the worst thing ever in the history of history. It really wasn't all that scary. Is Mark Stoops still coaching Kentucky? No, Mark Stoops has been gone for a while. I don't know where he's at, but he ain't at Kentucky no more. That for sure I can tell you. How do I check? Because I'm curious myself. Because I remember we saw it last video, I just forgot who it was, because I want to see who the SEC coaches are. Coach contracts. I think it's this one. It ain't. No. Smokey, what are you doing? What you doing there, little bud? I guess we'll never know then. I think it's in coach stats. Here we go. Okay. So let me check SEC. Ben Durr. Oh, if only it was Ben Dover. Kirby Mouse is still at Georgia. Joey McGuire's at A&M. Brent Venables is still at Oklahoma. Kalen DeBozo still at Alabama. Oh, never mind. He is still at Kentucky. Okay, I take it back. I thought he left a long time ago. Damn, that's tough. DJ Durkin's at Auburn. Terrence Hightop at LSU. Butch Jones at Missouri. Oh, now that is funny. That is quite the ha right there. Dave Doran's at UTEP, and poor UTEP is in the SEC. That's real tough. That's real tough. But hopefully Kenny Dillingham lives up to the potential of leading Arizona State to a natty someday. Well, not here, because I'm pretty sure. I know I said this about Mark Stoops a second ago, and I was wrong, but I don't think he's at Arizona State anymore. But it's the Big 12, so who knows at this rate. All right, anyway, we get to beat up on Syracuse again, as per the norm. Definitely a Mitch Barnhart thing to do for him, keep Mark Stoops. Well, to be fair, they were pretty good for a while, remember? Kentucky had a couple of really good years back in 25. Back when we were running the Tardaria Dynasty back in 2025. Yeah, no, he had some pretty good years. Anyway, you already know we got to run out with the Supreme Oranges against our hated rivals. Here we go. Yes, of course. You know what we had to do. You know what we had to do. Let's do it. We get ball to start. Let's roll.
Syracuse will kick off.
Battle of the Citrus. Forgot the actual rivalry name. I know it's something like that. It'll tell us at the end of the game. Here goes Ryoka Matoy coming out with the run. Good return there all the way to the 27.
Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
Look at that, 69-10. Tardaria's 3-1 in the series. 3-game winning streak for the Squeetars. Syracuse trying to break that and get a monstrous upset on the road at the Tangerina. Here goes Ceiling Fan. Gets a cut on the outside, all the way, gets 12 yards. Yay! Oh, wait, I forgot. Hold on, this is important. Cannot forget. Again, this is a quarterback competition. So now it's Chip Chipperson's turn.
You get that payback. Oh, man, you get all the quotes.
We got to see what A.J. Brand can do. Now it's Chip Chipperson's turn.
Different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how
Well, he might not get the opportunity. Ceiling Fan Jr. is trying to run away with the competition. Tardaria has better citrus in the whole state of Florida. That is true. I can confirm that. All right, here we go.
Looking downfield on first down.
Take off. Good. That's some good speed right there by Chipperson. We knew he was fast, though. That's why I like to run the ball with him.
To the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like,
man.
This guy's a handful. Like,
Thought you might have had that.
Throw the ball, make a big play through the air, then you're covering
Not the best throw by Chipperson, but he can make it up. He can make it up later in this drive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top.
We go get it off the bubble screen. Decent play right there. We need to open up some of that chemistry that he had last game because bubble screen went off on UCLA's defense.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown.
There you go. Ceiling Fan Jr. to the house. Touchdown, Tardaria. Let's go.
God save the Queen!
Quarterback competition is decided simply by who I perceive was the best quarterback out of the 3 games. And I think stats will play a little bit of a part in that, but not the entire way. Because I have no idea when we're going to turn on Chew Clock. I'll try and make it fair and turn it off at the 3-minute mark, or turn it on at the 3-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. But yeah, we'll see it. We'll see how it pans out. And again, we don't know what the defense is going to look like. We might get less drives because Ricky Collins. It's fair to say Ricky Collins might be a little smarter with the ball than UCLA's quarterback. But who knows? You know what I mean?
There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation.
A lot of RPO teams nowadays. Everybody wants to run the RPO.
Because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being.
Yeah, we gave him way too much time, but Tatsimo Bunsman came through in the clutch right there off of that play.
They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is.
All right, here we go. Come on, defense. Lock it up. Lock it up. Get loud on them. Get loud on them. We're ranked number 6 for a Stadium Pulse. I guess that's the most surprising thing. Oh, no, we let a man get wide open. But Ricky Collins with a terrible throw. That was one of the worst throws I've ever seen. We get ball off of that. Thank you very much, Ricky Collins. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. Oh, bad special teams right there. Wait. All right. Only a pandemic can stop Tardaria or Georgia. Sometimes, whenever they feel like it. Okay, Antonio Brown, he got loose off of that somehow. Stepped out of bounds, unfortunately, but good on him to get a little bit of extra yards out of that somehow. That was insane. All right, we got Malachi Coleman for a reason. Better use him. This is basically just heaving it. Yeah, there was no. I didn't think that was going to work.
You just have to make that catch. You guys have both played in rivalry games. So what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation?
Oh,
Dave?
man.
Well, you
Oh,
try to
man.
keep your emotions in check,
Ceiling
but
fan shedding a few tackles right there.
A lot of times the
Should have been a
hatred
play
is
that
so
stopped
strong,
directly
the
when it was
emotions are
first
so
ran,
real.
but he somehow
Coaches
got
get
6
super
yards out of
tight
that.
and
Good
they
on
start
him.
talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety.
Wow,
leading up
what
to
a play
those
by
games,
Bubble Screen.
just because of what it means
Look
to
at how
your
fast he
season,
is.
because of what the fans
Whenever
are
the
saying,
mouse can
what
find
your
his mouse
coaches
or
are
tool.
saying,
That is
what your
true.
family and
But
friends
again,
are
it doesn't
saying,
happen every time, as we
understanding
all
how
know.
important those rivalries are.
Chipperson.
Looking to throw
It's
on
going to
first
be,
down.
nope, we're just going to chuck it up all the way to Bubble Screen, and to the house he goes. Touchdown, Tardaria. Another one for the Squeetars.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to
We should play Epic Mickey for Tardaria Tuesdays.
When
Yeah, I
you
saw
first
Lucas
stand
was
and
playing
see it
that.
there in this one, too.
I figured I
They
might as
show
well
up
give it a
with
go
their
somewhere down the line, but there's been so many things that people have wanted me to play, and to be honest, I've just never had the time to bother with it, but I guess I should start getting back into playing those things, especially since I want to bring that rain channel back.
Operate on that return as the coverage unit was
But I felt
there
like the
and
only
ready.
thing I was playing on there for the longest time was Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. And as you guys know, eventually I got burnt out on that. I didn't even bother to play the Mega Man Festival. I'd already played through too much of the game. I was like, I'm not going through this again.
Right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit,
Illinois trying to hold on desperately here. They're down by 9, but time is not on their side. 13 minutes to go. They can definitely go in some sort of stride here. It's definitely not too late for that, but they need to have it soon.
Until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against
Boom.
this defense.
Well, what a hell of a throw. We brought the sun out of him, and he still made that throw. Let's see this again. Because I know it was a dump off, and it wasn't exactly the most brutal of throws to make. Wow. Ricky Collins locked in for that one. He took this big hit over here by Chicken Jockey and still made a perfect throw. How about that? Anyway, now it's third down or whatever, so ain't looking good for him. We're going to bring the sun out. We got to get extra pressure.
Later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings. A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you
We
saw
did
it
not.
with
Oh, we did!
absolutely
Wow,
no
what a play
business
right
in the
there.
field.
Dude, that deserves an instant replay as well. This should have been a first down. What a clutch play right here. It looked like... Yeah, it looked like Burger King got beat right here. But no, he came through. He came through with the hit. Threw that ball right out of his cheeks. Hell yeah.
In the past,
Love
you
to see
can
that.
do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it
Boy,
starts
UConn-
with this game right here.
UConn is
TCU
sort of
reached the
starting to
national
run away with
championship
this
game a
thing.
few
They
years
just hit
back.
up
No one
another
expected
3
much of
and
them that
caused a
season
foul
either,
out
so
of
you
it, so
never
it's not
know.
looking
What's
great.
important is what people believe inside your own locker room.
That's
This team
Illinois
thinks
for
they can do some
line. Okay,
really
that's good
special
news for
things this
Fighting
year,
Illini.
and they get a chance
But
to
they've cut
start
this thing
strong.
within 10, and again, like I said, they need to run at some point in time, or it ain't going to look all that great, all things said.
To start the drive.
We got a man open. Can he hit him? Damn, Chipperson. That was a little bit of an overthrow right there, I'd have to say. Bit of a Joe Milton
Players in all
ball.
of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
Ceiling fan is
He's
really
gonna
good at
blow
shedding
the combine
tackles.
up in the
He's
40-yard
breaking at
dash
least 2 of them
because
on every
his
run.
wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Whoa, see what I mean? Probably should have been 4th down, but no. Ceiling fan is all about business
Really
here.
nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
All right, I guess we're just going to run away with this. Yeah, we're just going to run. We got a blocker. That was wonderful. All the way to the 17. So I know Lucas was talking about meeting up for the Kentucky-Tennessee game in Neyland next season. I would be down for doing that if I'm not selected to do travel ban for that game. Yeah. Well, we'll see what we can do. Again, I've got my own plans for some of the games I'm going to go to for this season. And one of them, oh, what a catch. But one of them is probably going to end up being Georgia Tech. I think I'm going to go to Atlanta. And chances are I'll probably be going to Williams-Brice for South Carolina as well. There's another one. So we'll see. I'm not going to go to every single Tennessee game for, well, obvious reasons. I want to try and at least, you know, do some games where I stream for you guys. But I'm going to try and make the effort to go to some more games this season. And one of them will definitely be in between Georgia Tech. And one of them will definitely be an away game. I'll put it that way.
Inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
No, we're just dogging these boys in the Tangerina. They've got nothing in response, which is a bit of a surprise. We're lacking a little bit more depth this season, and there you go. I guess that ends that. That was. I guess that was fun while it lasted. How is Yassine Willis still in college? What is this now? His 12th year? My goodness, man, get a job.
And this is a great way to do it early in this
Damn,
football game.
shut that one down. Attaboy, Kizo.
Get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down.
2nd and 15.
They'll send the
What in
back
the world can we do here?
Back to pass, it's Collins.
We gave him way too much time. Mookie Swebbs is playing like shit, man. I don't know what this dude's problem is, but this is, again, he's playing way too far off the line. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't like it one bit.
They'll go back to the ground.
Oh, what a missed tackle. Good grief. Here we go. They're having one of these rubber banding drives. They're just going to effortlessly go down the field and get 10 to 12 yards apiece.
Went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success.
You have one of these drives every game where the other team just relentlessly just destroys you for no reason whatsoever.
And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big
boom, that ends that. Keeping our focus here on the Fighting Illini, they're trying desperately to hang on, but they are missing several shots. And I think they just got called for another foul. No, never mind. That was UConn. UConn got called for a foul because Dan Hurley's crashing out again. Every time you see Dan Hurley crying, you know it's about ref ball.
Keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long.
Well, Adalbert Dingus is coming after him. Somebody's coming after him. There he goes. Got to throw that one away. That wasn't going nowhere. Honestly, football ticket prices are the reason I'm in the band. Perks are free home games and travel SEC road environments and NCAA tournament games. Yeah, no, I mean, that's completely fair.
If they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the.
You're getting a huge benefit out of that, I'll say that much.
To the air on 1st down.
Being a band member plus the added benefit of having all the extra benefits when it comes to Kentucky games. Yeah, sounds like you're living the dream. The only problem is you got to watch Kentucky football. That's the only problem. If Kentucky football actually, if they were actually somewhat good, then I feel like it would be a lot more enjoyable for you to go and watch them. Illini at the free throw line, trying desperately to sort of keep this thing in contention, but they're down by 11. Made the first one. If they make the second one, they'll be down by 10. But it seems like every time they get some sort of stride going, UConn is quick to respond. It's one of these cases to where it just looks insurmountable based on the fact that they cannot seem to get over the hump. Oh, Chipperson outrunning everybody. Look at him go. That was great. That was a great run. I have a little bit more fun playing with Chipperson only because, unlike Brand, Chipperson can run the football to some capacity. Not right there when they read the read option to perfection, but every other time, yeah, no, it's a lot more fun.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run the option. Quick toss.
Boy, that option play worked a little better than it was supposed to. Even though we only got like 3 yards out of it.
This offense is perfectly fine with
now we got to get 10 yards to convert.
All game long.
Ain't looking great, but we can make something work out of this. We're going to try and make something work.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks.
There we go.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him.
First and 10.
Down in distances.
Oh, no.
There was no
Boy, that did not work. They
It was
completely
single
melted
cover,
that one.
Double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Well, look at all that free real estate for Antonio Brown. Give me that. The bubble screen counter will break today. It already has. You made me forget about that. The bubble screen counter. We'll have to keep track of that for next season. And there might be a whole lot more of it because, unfortunately, our quarterback situation is a little sus. Oh, man. There was a lot of guys around Andrew Marsh. I didn't think that would work out in our favor, and I was right.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes.
Why not just let Chipperson run this thing? I didn't know how that was going to go down, but there was just a bunch of free real estate. I was like, just let Chipperson run it. Screw it. Another touchdown for the Squeetars. Another three-pointer for UConn. That's their largest lead tonight, and it is not looking pleasant for the Fighting Illini. Down by 12 now, under 10 minutes left to go. They've got to go on a big run soon at some point, because right now the big problem is they're missing their shots. They can't hit a three-pointer to save their lives. All right.
This one is actually
Not
kind
all right
of
if you're a Fighting Illini.
expectations. Always a
Tell you that
memorable
much.
chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got it behind the line.
Yeah, if I'm Kentucky, I'm not concerned about the offense. I think they're going to be in a much better spot. And this would be like the first time in a while you're actually able to see some sort of Kentucky offense that isn't heavily reliant on the running backs. So that's always going to be fun. To me, it would be the defense that kind of scares me, because I think there are some glaring weaknesses that could very well be exploited. But Kentucky's had a pretty good front for the past 5 years, so we'll keep a look at that. I've yet to do like a deep dive analysis on Kentucky, so I can't tell you like word for word what their big problems are. But what I do know is that while it is going to be better, it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the
You think
field,
wasps are the absolute worst bugs on planet Earth? No, no, that would be horseflies or mosquitoes. Probably mosquitoes. It goes mosquitoes, horseflies, then wasps. Specifically the yellow jacket brown.
And they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield.
What kind of play was that? You might as well just lined up in the Statue of Liberty and then flop.
The defense was all over it. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down.
Up by 10. Huskies trying their best to hold on here. Dude, again, come on. That was bad. That was bad by Sydney Sweeney. Messed that one up completely. Right there to make a play, and then she just sits there and.
A little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Syracuse lines up on third and short.
Third down and 2.
Now the play fake.
Uh-oh.
Throws
Oh, for goodness sakes. It's always one of these drives every game where the defense just has a freaking stroke of the aneurysm.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passing deep down. You stretch me in these zones.
Every game, the defense forgets where they are on the field. Julian McFadden, nobody knows who he is, but damn, did he make an elite play there.
Gets the big touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
All right, well,
And
we
he's
got to
gonna
respond
bring it
here
out.
on offense as per the usual.
Nice job executing all of the
Do
assignments.
some more
They
work.
put a stop to that return.
The Nick Saban of college football 26. Yeah, I'm tired of watching our defense shit the bed on several possessions for no reason whatsoever. We've got the talent, and we're running out of excuses, especially our secondary. It's supposed to be our most loaded secondary in Tardaria history, and they shit the bed again.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's caught.
Oh, for goodness
And
sakes.
that's a
That was
very
not
productive
necessary.
first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. No huddle offense to the line. Back to pass on 2nd
Just gonna
down.
throw on the outside here.
Makes
Oh,
the
come on!
catch
You can't get out of bounds there. You had all kinds of real
One of the things I
estate.
love about this running back is not only can he run between the
Why did you get
tackles,
out of
but he's also a
bounds?
weapon in
Oh,
this
well.
offense, catching the football.
We're gonna dump this one off again. Good job, Antonio Brown. Way to hold on to it.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the
Got to respond unless the
46-yard
rubber band
line.
hits you in the crotch. Yeah, that's right. You never know when the rubber bandit can come through and then suddenly we're down. There you go, Chip Chipperson. Look at him run.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness, Chip Chipperson. Let him know about it. Oh, that was great. Well, that was crazy. What a hell of a run by Chip Chipperson. We got to let him finish this drive.
And they have a chance to pad their total just
There he
before
goes. There's another one for the Squeetars.
touchdown.
That had shades of Miku Nakano on that run. That was beautiful. He may not be near as fast, but damn, he sure is evasive.
Takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
1 sec. All right. Had to take a media timeout there. Switches position to running back at this point. But then where would Ceiling Fan Jr.
He was
go?
looking for some running room, but not much to be found.
You gotta let him get some reps in.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line.
When are we getting another Nakano? Probably next year. We had to give it at least a little bit of a break before we let in the next of the Nakano bloodline.
And good coverage
Past
by
that
the
point, though, I
defense
think
just
we'll
to
probably
short
let the others come in.
They'll try to snap it
Oh,
quickly.
what was that? That was weird.
Looking to throw, it's Collins. Throws to the tight end.
Oh, come on.
Soft spot in the middle.
Played way too far off on that one.
Momentum, picking up a chunk of
Ceiling Fan
yardage,
Jr.
moving
for
the chains
quarterback.
out to the 34.
We just start beating them up too much, and then we just start doing that for Gits and Shiggles. I could see it.
Looking downfield on 1st down.
Oh,
It's
well,
picked up
thank you.
and another empty
Tatsumo
drive.
Bunsman to the house. Good night.
And he's in for the touchdown.
There's the typical Ricky Collins football moment right there.
There's a little bit
7 years of development, no actual gain.
But it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just
42-7 is your new score after that one.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line.
He took the comments about the secondary personal. He sure did. Nope.
Run the RPO
Down you go.
right.
They're going to milk the clock, guarantee it.
That defense just a short
Either they're going to throw a pick here or they're going to milk the clock all the way down to 0. No in between.
wants to fire on 2nd down.
Good night.
Rush gets there, gets home, gets
Juice
it down
Scramble.
to the 23.
He's putting in that work. I like what I see. I really like what I'm seeing out of Juice Scramble. And yeah, as I expected, they're milking the clock. But we're going to let him do it because I've got a play in store.
Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all
Come here, you. Oh, dadgummit. Oh, into double coverage. Thank you. Anthony the Goat's got it. He's got a lane. Look at him go. Anthony to go to the house. Back-to-back pick sixes for the Tardaria defense. Wow. Told you guys, something special is about this. Unless they're shit in the bed, there's something special about this Tardaria defense. Specifically the secondary. What a play. Love to see that.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
It really does make me happy to see a defense that doesn't let up 40 points a game. It really does make me happy to see that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Yeah, horseflies are just assholes. And not only that, but when they get you, they can get you more than once. Like when you get stung by like a bee or a wasp or something, like you get stung the one time and then they're dead. That's it. Like, ow, that really hurt, and then they're dead. That's not the case with horseflies. They bite you instead. So they just keep going, and they keep surrounding you, and they come in packs, and they just keep chewing on you, and they're the worst, the absolute worst insects on planet Earth. I wish I could just take a flamethrower and just burn them all.
Just about set to get
Like,
this second
you know, people are like, well, if you took away the horseflies, then like the birds wouldn't have anything to eat. The birds have ton to eat. There's 1,000 other insects that they could chew on. Horseflies, we just need to burn them all.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed.
Rip Syracuse, missing since October of 2025. Probably earlier than that. They've been missing since probably late September. Right after the Clemson game, Dabo Sweeney just abducted the entire program. For us to win, you gotta lose.
Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
The Orange now facing a third.
Cicadas are just loud. Cicadas are mostly harmless. I did not expect him to run a QB sneak with like 2 yards to go, but okay. But yeah, no, cicadas are just harmless. They just kind of. Oh, you're saying that's something for birds to eat. I was more talking about stuff like mosquitoes, which you could definitely eat mosquitoes, but stuff like that. Plus, there's spiders. A lot of spiders that birds can eat as well, especially when you're getting into the summertime.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because
A lot of other things that birds
he's
can
in the
eat.
pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football.
Did I hear horsefly genocide? Yes, you did. And there's nobody that isn't in support of that because nobody likes horseflies. They're genuinely the absolute worst creatures on the planet.
They actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver.
Double coverage again, Ricky Collins. What a great idea. You better be thankful Burger King does something called bricks for hands because, man, that's the second or third time now he's missed a wide open pick. Something tells me, now that Illinois has sort of turned this into a far more competitive game, they might be getting ready to get karma. Karma might be coming for them after the Duke game. I could absolutely see that because Duke choked a big lead to them, and now I guess Duke is bringing the curse onto them, and they might be getting ready to do the same.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Buys a little
I'm going
time.
to throw this one back.
Unloads to the wideout.
Like the attempt, specifically by the wide receiver. What a jump he made to try and make that catch. They're pressing my guys. We're just going to throw it over here. There you go. Not the best throw, but great catch by Antonio Brown to make up for it.
Off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent.
This is going to be a sort of a desperation throw, and
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid
I was trying to make the receiver stop and turn around, but instead he just kept running, led the safety right to him. That was way more on the receiver. We'll let Chip Chipperson. We'll give him a break on that one. That was on the receiver.
That's what that guy did right there. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay.
Try to make up for some of
That was not on the quarterback. I don't know why the commentators are saying so. That was on the receiver. His dumbass didn't even turn around to look for the football. Now that was on the quarterback. That was definitely on Ricky Collins. I don't know where he was throwing that.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Okay. I have mosquitoes the most. Yeah, I mean, mosquitoes are awful too. Don't get me wrong. Horseflies are terrible, and nobody likes them. But mosquitoes are definitely bad too. That's the only redeemable quality about spiders in my eyes, because I don't like spiders either. If I see one in the house, more than likely I'm killing it. But that is one thing that is redeemable about spiders, is that they're a primary predator to mosquitoes. And anything that kills mosquitoes is at least somewhat of a good quality in my eyes.
But then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did
Missed
on the
three by
first part of that
UConn.
drive, what made me
5 minutes to go. Fighting Illini's got the ball.
Right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on. Play the next play.
He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see
All right, Chipperson, this one's going to be on you.
And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure
2-point
the dive,
shot.
the quarterback, the pitch, all taken
Come on,
away.
Antonio Brown, get there. Bam, nice.
That time, offensively, the defense coming up with a
4-point game, 5 minutes left to go. Media timeout underway. 57-53. Illinois clawing their way back in this one.
Here comes the heat.
Come on, make this throw. Boom! Beautiful. That was a great throw.
Inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Yeah, this would be hilarious if UConn actually blew this one. I wonder if Dan Hurley's gonna get ready to do the exact same thing as Gino did and start crying. He's not gonna shake hands with the coach. He got screwed. All that. I wonder, is that what's getting ready to happen? Because I could definitely see that.
Really good concept there to get.
Hope they don't fuck you like they fucked us, Alabama, and all that. Something like that's getting ready to happen.
Setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end.
We'll see. Terrace Reed Jr. has not had his best night. Only 11 points. 11 points all game. He hasn't done anything in the second half.
Extending the play.
We'll just let Chipperson get it. There's another one.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Pretty on them fools.
Another
Or
nice
not.
drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit.
All right, we're going to turn on shoe clock starting on the next drive. But I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Chip Chipperson as well. I think he's going to win it. I think he's going to win it over A.J. Brandon. We got to see what Kenny Kawaguchi can do, but he looks pretty good. Thank you in advance for people who said bless you. 2-point shot by UConn. 6-point game once again. Trying to run at least a little bit of damage control. Reed actually finally hit up a point. How about that? Come on, Anthony, to go. You play way too far back on that one.
To get this drive rolling, they're out to the 35.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going.
Oh, no.
Now
Now UConn's going on a run. They just got another one.
Good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They got a turnover, and now they got another. 61-53. Fighting Illini down by 8. 4 minutes to go.
They don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative. But
what was that pass?
Man, they've got to get some push to
Oh, they got away with one right there. They threw the worst pass in history. Very well should have been a turnover in the hands of UConn, but they just dropped that one. Now they're shooting up a 3 from half court.
really
whiffed on it. Now UConn's got it going up for the dunk.
That's a huge throw for the
and
offense,
missed
but they're
it.
down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that. And it's
Tried to
not
go for the
gonna be
layup,
easy,
could not
considering
hit
the
it.
defense knows they're probably
Back
gonna
into
be
the hands
throwing
of the
ball
Illini, but they're
every
running out
play
of
here
time
in
and
the
running out
second
fast.
half
They've only
moving
got 2
forward.
timeouts in their possession as well.
Motion from the back. Jackson gonna throw it. And he was hit just
Great
as
play,
he
whoever
released
hit it.
and
That was going to be
falls
another
to the
first
turf.
down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do
There you
this.
go.
When you can get to the
Illinois hits a
quarterback
2 of their
quick
own.
and
Mitigates the
they can
damage.
make a
Down by
decision
6.
quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for
They're down by
everybody
5,
on the
actually. That was a
field.
3-point shot.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm.
Lock this up,
To do
defense.
that, man,
Lock
you got to
this up.
protect him. You
Come
got to
on.
keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a
Nope,
better
nothing
job of
given
protecting
there.
their guy.
Boom.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
I have not seen any rattlesnakes here in Tennessee. I know they are, but they're not in this. They're not in the area that I'm in. I think that's more of like a West Tennessee type of thing. We don't see that here. I've seen snakes before, but no rattlesnakes. That I have not. In the wild, at least, I have never seen a rattlesnake of any variety. Boy, they read that one quick.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Edom Diggs.
A negative play to open
Fair
the
enough.
drive. Let's see
I
what
guess
they've
with a
got
name
on
like that, I
2nd
got to
and
take a hit
14.
from him at least one time
Wants
this
to
game.
go up top. Finds
Here
the
goes
tight end.
Antonio Brown. Look at him go. Beautiful.
And he'll go out of
Those
bounds.
dump
It
offs to
is
Antonio
Taylor,
Brown
and the tag
work
just
really, really
continues
well.
to carve
Because
this
apparently
thing
he's
into
fast for
tiny
some reason.
slices.
All right, we're going to try and
Looking to
lock this
throw
one
on
up to
first
bubble
down.
screen. Let's see if we can make this one
He's
happen.
taking the
Bubble
shot.
screen. Beat him deep.
Catches it.
Good night.
Still running.
And another one for
He's in
us.
for the score. Touchdown.
Yeah, I have seen, in case you're curious, I have seen a couple of like rat snakes and stuff. You know what those are. And those are just black snakes.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much
Funny enough,
fire,
you
might
know,
as well just
like-
send everybody. Blitz everybody.
Like the black snakes
live
that
with
you
the
see
results,
here in
because everything
Tennessee
else
are
ain't
pretty
working anymore.
docile, all things considered.
Nice job by the kickoff
Like if you
team.
find a
Everybody
baby, then
staying
those
in
are
their
aggressive.
lanes, and they'll stop
But
him at
like
the 16.
normal adult like rat
A lot of
snakes,
work to do as this
not
drive
rattlesnakes.
starts
There's
from
a
the
big
16-yard
difference between
line.
rat snake and rattlesnake. But rat snakes, which are just the normal black snakes that
It's
you
a
see,
draw.
those are very docile actually. Like as long as you don't mess with them, they won't even bite you. Even if they do, like it doesn't even hurt that bad. I've been bit before by a snake, and it feels like a bee sting. It doesn't even hurt. It probably doesn't even hurt as bad as a bee sting. Funny enough. Fourth quarter underway. We're up 62-7.
Let's see how they start the
And
final
yes, we
period
are
here
going
on
for the
second
thing
down.
again.
Might as well stick with him. And
No,
maybe
sir.
he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no
What do
more
they
than
have
that.
planned on third down?
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short.
We got to preserve the 69, so go ahead and get this stop on third down. They're going to try and run with the quarterback. Get out of here.
Chance to get back to the line. What a
And here, before I forget, I think they're already in, but let me go ahead and sub in the backups. Oh, never mind. Okay,
this
great.
defensive front. The Orange will have to punt.
Me smashing my head as to why I DoorDash Sonic when I could have walked to McDonald's or Cane's, gotten something $15 cheaper. Yeah, why would you
And
do
they'll get him
that?
on the ground as the offense comes out to start
What
the
is
drive.
wrong with you? I would have understood if it was something like Popeyes or something, or Chick-fil-A.
And what a drive that was the
Sonic?
last time they had it
That's
break
that's
the
shameful
field.
behavior,
Much
Nuclear.
better starting point this time.
Boo. Boo on you.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
Not a lot I can do here. Everybody seems to be boxed up for the most part. Unless...
That's the kind
Oh,
of
boy.
protection you dream about.
Yeah, that was not the
Oh,
best
it's
read.
picked off.
tried to get there with Antonio Brown, but he just kind of ran around like a dumbass. The least he could have done was just threw that safety out of the play.
That, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win.
You don't understand why I'm doing this, commentator, man. You don't understand why what I'm doing is important.
That's a really good job.
You would never be able to understand the importance of a three-way quarterback battle.
Put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Jackson will throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
No.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down.
Yeah. Fighting Illini's got to go on a run here and they got to do it like right now. They're at the free throw line, so good news for them. But they've got to go on a run right now and get this thing within at least. They got to tie this thing up, or they're probably done.
Still making life really miserable for this offense.
And the punt team able to smack
it
to the ground.
We ran the funny once with Brandon. Now we got to do it with Chipperson. Hopefully this doesn't go and float in the air for an interception.
Snap to the back.
Nope. Right to the hands of Andrew Marsh. Good night, everybody. And easy money.
Now they have extended this lead, guys. Starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight.
Whistles are blown. UConn using their second to last timeout, up by 6. Illinois is playing really good defense.
Something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back.
2:08 left to go.
Big rivalry.
Let's make sure we make this extra point before we do anything else. Beautiful. Good job. Boom. Extra points made. The funny has once again been achieved. Hooray. Now we can go home. Once we hit that 69-point marker, I don't see much of a point in playing anything else. I think we just got to run with the score that we've got. This is the same exact score we had last time too. Battle for the Supreme Orange. Now 4-1 against Syracuse. After beating them again, we own our rivals now. Ever since that one Mickey Mouse win they had over us the first time we played them, they haven't done anything since. Not a daggone thing. Let's see our stats for college football. UConn misses the shot on the second effort. Illinois got ball. 2 minutes left to go. Down by 6. Good day. Going in for the 2-pointer, trying to throw for a layup. Got it. I think UConn got called for a foul too. 4-point game. No. Illinois is going to use their final timeout, or their second to final timeout. They've got 1 timeout left in their possession, down by 4, but this is as close as it's going to get. Anyway, 69-7, that makes me happy. Wonderful. Great job, gentlemen. Syracuse has got to get that 1 touchdown, and then they just screw off for the entire rest of the night. All right, well, there you go. Week 1 underway, complete, 2-0 already. Love to see it. It'd be really funny if Florida State beat Georgia so they could go in and knock those clowns out. How do we move down to B+ and championship contender? Do these people just hate us or something? I'm just convinced they hate us. B+, despite being defending national champions, despite blowing out everybody that we've played, they just hate us. Like, at this point, I'm just convinced. Chip Chipperson got Player of the Week in the SEC and National Player of the Week. Dang. So we're still number 2 after Georgia needed... What was the score again? 43-42. Shameful. And they're still number 1. Absolutely shameful. These AP poll voters just hate us. I'm convinced. Going for the 3. Lift it. Get it on the rebound. Now going in for a 2. They're using the clock that they've got left. Boy, Illinois really needed to get their hands on that one. Under a minute to go. Goes for the 3 again. Got it! That's the dagger. That's the killing blow. They needed to hit a 3 at some point, and they just got it. Now Illinois goes for a 3. They got it! Okay. Maybe it's not a dagger quite yet. Cut it within 4. Once again. Illinois will use their final timeout as we go to the final 45 seconds of this Final Four matchup. What a game. All right, well, let's get to it, shall we? Who do we play this week? Oh, we're on a bye week. I forgot. This is an early bye week. Unfortunately, we can't even schedule visits. That does suck. I wish these guys would commit already so that we can go ahead and burn these points. We could probably get away with removing a few points from some of these guys. How is Georgia the number 1 ranked team? Because they hate us. They just straight up hate Tardaria, and they're no longer hiding it. Conference prestige A+, of course. It's the different leagues conference. What'd you think? Remove 25 points. I can go ahead and schedule you for a visit. Okay. Potential. Well, here we go. This is basically make it or break it moment for Illinois. They've got to keep UConn away from scoring. That's about the only goal that they've got. They left a man wide open. He's down at the half court. Ball's thrown. And Illini's called for a foul. 36 seconds to go. UConn is going to have ball. Anybody else who I can schedule for visits, or is that it? That looks to be it. All right, so we'll just give him the 5 points, and then we'll move on. On to week 3. Silas Damari Jr. going up for the free throw to potentially put this one out of reach and send UConn back to the national championship to become a sacrificial lamb to the winner of the next game. Make the first one. Indiana's up to number 9, so I'm at least glad that they won against whoever they were playing. I forgot. Let me remove some points from you. Schedule a visit against, I guess, Missouri. They made both of them, so now it's a 6-point game. Less than 30 seconds left to go and no timeouts. They'll hit a 3 from half court, whipped it. UConn ball. That should do it. Well, tough luck. Still, a hell of a year for the Fighting Illini. They gave it their all, but yeah, no, disappoint. I'd be pretty disappointed too. But I guess, this is what happens when you barely make any of your shots. So I guess you can't be all that surprised by the, the expected outcome. Well, celebration can begin. They're up by an insurmountable lead now. There will be no boo-hoo wah routine from Mr. Dan Hurley. Not today. Unfortunate. Well, can't say the run wasn't fun while it lasted. Now I'm sure here come the people saying, "Are you gonna make an Illinois Get Out video?" A lot of people are about to be either Michigan or Arizona fans. Lot of people are about to be really, really big Michigan or Arizona fans. One of the two. If Vermont had a college football team, they should be called the Vermont French Canadians, since Vermont is predominantly French Canadian. Well, I don't think they'd be called that necessarily. Oh, hey, look, Georgia lost. Yeah, wait, so who passed us then? Who passed us for #1 if Georgia lost? Of course. Clemson just took their spot. That's whatever. Whatever. Clemson can beat Georgia and then just pass us for whatever reason. That's just wonderful. Go up 5 spots. Whatever. Whatever. What the? Oh, look at that. Heisman list completely flipped on its head. Now Bubble Screen, for whatever reason, is leading in the Heisman race. Now that's just funny, isn't it? Well, there you go. There will be no Dan Hurley boo-hoo celebration today, for UConn is going to be moving on to the NCAA Basketball National Championship. Their opponent is yet to be determined, as that will be well, I guess that'll be determined very shortly. I'm sure Twitter is taking to this news very, very well. I'm sure they're just gonna brush this one off. I actually don't see anything. This is like the first time I've seen a team lose this late in the tournament and nobody cares. Bubble screen counter 1 million, something like that. Yeah, no, bubble screen actually winds up winning the Heisman. What a turn of events that would be. I'm trying to surf for my usual tomfoolery when it comes to Illinois and UConn, and for whatever reason, nobody actually cares. Like nobody cares about what's going on with Illinois. A lot more people are paying attention to Michigan and Arizona tonight, it feels like. Except Charles Barkley, he cares. Only because he's getting flamed to hell. He said that Illinois' size is going to bother UConn. And he said Illinois was going to blow him out. Boy, he's got to be hurting real bad.
All right.
He was big wrong on that one. Well, I'm gonna make sure to get some of this down because I'm sure a lot of people are upset. Yeah, Dan Hurley isn't one of those people though. He's having a great day, unfortunately. Well, that's what happens when you miss 100 3-point shots. It turns out when you miss a million of those, you ain't going nowhere. Other than Cancun. Now, if UConn does win against either Michigan or Arizona, then the amount of Dan Hurley glaze that he'll get is generational. Oh, absolutely. Illinois fans are probably just happy to be in the Final Four. I imagine that most have UConn in their Final Four brackets. Well, let's not get it twisted. They had a really good... I mean, they had a phenomenal run. And a lot of that was probably because of the fact that they had a really easy stretch to make it to the Final Four. Florida cucking themselves against Iowa probably guided them towards this Final Four, but still, would not be disappointed about this season in this run if I was a Fighting Illini fan. It just seems like a pretty stinky way to go out when you just miss all of the shots you take. It's like you're me trying to ask out a woman and turns out she's got her wedding ring on her finger. Wonder who would do something like that. Anyway, yeah, Georgia lost to the ACC. Georgia losing to Clemson. Dogs down horrendous. Anyway, who's ready to beat the piss out of the Fighting Kirk Signettis? Number 2, Tardaria going into Bloomington to face off against number 9, Indiana. And also, this will be, again, we're doing the quarterback battle thing here, so we had AJ Brand start in the first game. Then we got to see Chip Chipperson in the second one. Now we're starting Kenny Kawaguchi here on the road against top 10 Indiana. Now, this could be a problem. This could be a bit of a scare. We'll see. If it gets to a point where Kenny Kawaguchi is very much struggling, then we'll let Chip Chipperson come in and take his place. But we're going to go ahead and make that decision on the depth chart. We're going to see what he can do. We're going to basically just throw him to the Wolves right now and see what he can bring into the table.
The kickoff team on the field now is
if Kenny Kawaguchi runs Indiana out of their own stadium, he might get the start over both of them. We'll see.
He's going to return it from near the goal line.
Again, part of this does depend on how well the Tardaria defense plays. We need them to have a monstrous amount of turnovers too. But CJ Carr starting for Indiana with whoever else they've got on the field. This could be a problem. We'll see.
They just seem to be in that zone. You know, like you said, every decision.
They've got some talent on the field, but we blew out these guys once. We can do it again.
Thing today, going up against a defense that has great athletic ability, just continue to make those good decisions.
If you lose, you can bring back the IU version of the 7th floor. That she is getting by the candy stripes.
I just love these kind of matchups.
3rd down and 2. What can we do? Get it to the Ryan.
Teams are considered this point of the year. Find out if these teams have.
We got Squilly and Fancy Set on the line here.
College football when this game is over.
They're actually going to run the sweep. Bit of a surprise there. I did not expect them to actually just run with the jet sweep. Threw me off.
nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback.
Michigan, Arizona is literally 50-50 right now. Always has been.
Doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out.
All right. You know, this is the one that people are going to be paying attention to because this is the game where, like, it looks like the winner's going to win it all. But again, we can't discredit UConn because they found a way to bullshit their way all the way to here, so they'll probably find a way to bullshit that game too. Get him! Boom! Chicken jockey! Get down, son! I don't know why it gave Mookie Swebbs the credits there. That was all chicken jockey.
You gotta get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time,
3rd and
they come up with a
15.
sack by getting after that quarterback.
I don't know, CJ Carr. I don't know about that. Get him. There you go. Good play, Misono. There you go. Drive ends.
Will bring their punt team onto the field.
WWE has this year been something so far. Hopefully this coming WrestleMania will be good.
And we'll see what he can do on the return.
Woo, nice. Compared to last year, just hope Stephanie Baker doesn't lose the title to Liv Morgan. She's going to lose her title to Liv Morgan. Out of anybody from the WWE, that's one of the loudest names that I've heard. So you already know that's getting ready to happen. It's for the narratives, man. The narratives. Speaking of narratives, here's Kenny Kawaguchi on play number 1. Take it off. What a run by Kenny Kawaguchi to start. 25 yards.
They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
Kawaguchi can run. We have just confirmed that.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps
double tight end movement right here.
And a first down. The defense has got to
We're just
figure
going to take
out a way
off.
to slow this guy down.
Good attempt. There was a wide open lane right there. I was like, well, it was with all this space right here. Yeah, I think we should just take off.
Is fired up and ready to make a difference today.
Here we go.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down.
Just throw it off. Good throw. Good throw. Went from a potential sack to a 4-yard gain at the bare minimum.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is.
That was bad. That was just stinky. Antonio Brown kind of laid an egg on that one. I don't know why he moved up so far. Anyway, here's 4th and 4. Put him really under the pressure here.
They could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this.
Oh, no! Oh, that was not on Kawaguchi. That was on our line. I don't know what our right guard was doing here. What in the world are you doing? This wasn't necessarily even on fist of the nose hair. Actually, yes, it was. That fist of the nose hair, that was awful, dude.
No less.
That was awful. You basically just threw that entire drive. We might have to throw you out of the game for that one.
Looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to.
Yeah, here we go.
Try to make a play instead.
Here we go.
And it's a turnover on down.
It's going to be like this today.
But it's a big gainer for the 47.
If Michigan, if they win, has a really bad 90-game record. They're like 1-6.
For a defense.
Are we talking basketball titles? Because I don't know their record in basketball. But yeah, I guess that doesn't surprise me.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last
They've
play.
won it.
We'll
Yeah, they've won a couple of titles in basketball, haven't they?
Dropping back, it's Carr.
All right.
That's going to be
Good drop attempt. Nathan Tucker, appreciate the 2, says Illinois, cry in your sleep, and
Hit there by the defender.
give it a second. The soundboard's down. Once it gets back up,
Good clean play
it'll
by the
play the sound
defense.
effect.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8.
Up. Anytime now.
Looks right for a
Nope.
completion. Runs through a tackle. He's
Oh, now you play it.
touchdown.
Now you play it.
Way.
Great. Let's check back in on that replay. Let's see what happened. I want to see which dumbass let this one get loose. We had that play broken up, by the way. Kizo Night Terror with the worst tackle attempt I've ever seen in my life. What even was this? What was this? What kind of a... What? Gonna give him a hug and a kiss, too?
Much speed on that play.
He's our night terror. You
Right
suck.
for the extra point.
You suck.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
Stupid ass.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Fist to the nose hair and Keezo Night Terror trying to have a competition for who can shit the bed harder.
Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. The offense makes its way onto the field.
All right, well,
Successful drive.
we're going to leave Kawaguchi out on the field. Again, the problem is with our line. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I take it back. The problem is a little bit worse than that. Steven Wiggins. Nobody's heard of this guy in a million years, but now he comes out and makes an elite pick. That was just, I don't know. That was just a bad throw. That was just a bad throw. Indiana's come out with a little bit more of a chip on their shoulder after the beating we put on them a couple of years ago.
The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to.
Michigan has won national championship in basketball at 9 Final Four appearances. If the 1 and 6 is correct, they made the title game 7 of 9 times.
That is a big time play.
Yeah, it would be Michigan to sell against UConn. I could absolutely see it.
Position here.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able.
They're going to score here, so I'm just going to go ahead and let him.
To be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Oh, no, we actually got him right there. How about that?
And now it's second down.
If nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
There we go. Yep.
And he fights in for the score.
Hey, one of you guys might tackle him one of these days. I don't know.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
All right, we'll get it together.
With the extra point, the lead.
We always find a way to get out of our own ass one way or another.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
When's this game supposed to start? 8:45?
And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll start the drive.
All right, we got to lock in because right now we're stinking it up right now. Kawaguchi made a bad throw. We're going to try and let him get this one back under control because right now he is not looking good. Again, I know we threw him to the Wolves here, but man, come on. Got to do a little bit better than that. There you go.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and
doing on the floor there, buddy. I don't want to roll this chair back and then accidentally run you over.
Pay attention to him. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Oh, for goodness sakes, that was a terrible throw. That was not even the guy I was throwing to. What are we doing? Oh no, Kenny Kawaguchi. He had a really good game last year. Now he's coming out and just playing terrible.
This defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
He is clearly unprepared for any of this because he is just terrible.
First and 10 now for the offense.
And this is just the first quarter.
Takes the handoff.
I mean, we are just getting ran through.
That game moves the ball all the way to the 31. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding.
There's another one. Oh my goodness. They're just doing. Jaden Scott is doing whatever he wants. They're running the draw every time, and we have no response for it. I mean, it's like Moses. He's parting the Red Sea every time.
separation and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
A pop pass on the jet sweep.
There you go. Good hit, Burger King. We can prevent them from at least getting another touchdown here. That would mitigate at least a little bit of the damage.
Nice throw here by the quarterback, goes with the touch pass, but man, let's give credit to this defense. They are flying around, and he didn't
No,
get
we're
back
not
to the
giving
line of
any credit to
scrimmage.
the defense. They're shit in the bed just as much as anybody else is. See what I mean? Stop giving credit to the defense, because then shit like that happens. Then shit like that happens. Go on and give him the dadgum score. I'm going to do my push-ups. Hey, buddy.
They'll try to run this one in.
Right.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line. Eating
Smokey,
up those
come back.
linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Hurted your feelings. It's okay. You get back on that bed. Did they score a touchdown? Yes, they did. Walked away for a reason. I knew my shit-ass defense wasn't about to clutch up. Literally better odds of Lincoln Riley's defense allowing less than 100 yards in a game.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
All right, well, we've kind of put ourselves into a bit of a hole here. I'm giving Kawaguchi one more drive to at least put some points up on the board. If he comes empty on this drive, that'll be it for him.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's caught.
Because right now I do not like what I'm seeing for obvious reasons. We've been here before, but our entire team is just shit the bed in its entirety, so we need to get ourselves out of our own ass right now.
Big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
I'm sure Kirk Cignetti is just as pissed off as I am.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. He escapes the pocket.
Get out of there, Kenny.
Escapes the pocket.
There you go. Good run.
Crosses the 45.
That's a good run right there. Keep it up.
After a nice pickup on that running
We got to call a timeout. I'm out of plays.
Timeout here. That's their first of the half.
When all 3 plays are blacked out, you're basically soft locked out of the game.
First and 10 play.
Hate it when it does that.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here.
A lot of open space. You're just going to take off. There you go. Look at him run. He might be our new running back at this rate. Oh, and everybody just disappeared. That'll end the quarter. All right, so due to some bad quarterback play and a defense that ain't worth a sandpaper condom, we're here in the 2nd quarter down by a significant amount. We'll lock back in, don't worry. Here we go. Wide open man. Get it to him. Nice. Malachi Coleman with the catch. There we go. This is a much better drive.
Throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group,
We got to call another timeout. I keep forgetting that that's a problem.
That's their 2nd of the half. Back-to-back big play.
Kenny Kawaguchi shit the bed. That's what happened. Don't blame me. Here we go. We're going. Oh, never mind. All right.
Brought down at the 2.
Now they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week.
All right,
on
out route
the
should
option
get this
being
the touchdown.
Fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short
Maybe
game.
we'll just run it for ourselves, and that's what we'll do.
That's
Touchdown. First one on the board. Took way too long for us to finally get up on the board, but man, here's the problem. I think our defense is just so bad in these clutch situations that they're just going to allow however many points they can allow. Indiana might come away with 50 before the end of this one.
Turn begins inside the 10. He stop at the 20.
Unless if, like, we can get another one of those really nice, smexy turnovers. I'm not liking the position we're in. I need to see our defense actually do something before I can be confident about what the end result's going to look like.
Make adjustments. Come up with a stop here.
There you go. That was a great play. We need more of that.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he do it over again...
Why would I go for 2 there, Scott? What sense would that make? I'm down by 2 scores. There we go! Bam! Anthony to go! The neutralizer. Boy, did we need that. What a play. Anthony to go on a full-on redemption arc here at Tardaria. What a play. All right, 1st and goal, Squeetars.
Quarterback's got it on the option.
Get it off on the option. Bubble screen. All right, that at least got 5 yards out of that.
Get there, brought down at the 2.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Bubble screen. God, catch the ball, man.
Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, we're going to give it to the back here. I would try and let Kenny Kawaguchi do it, but I think we're just going to let him give it to the running back. Woo! Boy, barely got away with that one. Touchdown. Let's go. Nice. First rushing attempt of the day. And it goes for a touchdown.
Changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
All right. Well, that definitely helps. Second quarter effort helps us with a big-time comeback here.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line.
Don't let him get free. Thank you. Thank you. Do not let him get free.
And here comes the Indiana.
They sure are taking their time. When's this game supposed to start? 9 o'clock?
The interception he threw in the last possession. Looking to pass. It's Carr.
Oh, no. No, Anthony to go. No! This is why. This is why it's so hard to come back down however many points. Because every time one of these players is going to shit the bed and allow a big gain, and now they're in field goal range off of 1 play.
Going with the old counter run here. They test the middle to get stopped. That run goes nowhere. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout.
Yeah, I'd love for the game to let you add your own custom fight songs.
Second down play coming up.
That would be funny. Imagine having your own custom fight song literally embedded into the game. Now that would be cinema. They're not going to let it happen, but that would be fun. And there goes another 1st down. Tim Banks' defense, they're coming through in the clutch as always.
You know this defense is
now they're in the red zone.
After giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Good play, good play. Do you think the Mountain Dew Baja Blast is currently the best Mountain Dew flavor currently? I've never had Mountain Dew, so I couldn't tell you. You're asking the entire wrong person for that one. That would be like asking Dabo Sweeney how he thinks Ohio State's recruiting class is going to help their team this year. As if he knows anything about Ohio State. Great security there, Misono. Need that one more time, because if we can get them to at least just go for a field goal, that'll help us out a lot. Come on. Lock it up. Nice! Great play. No siree.
Brings up 4th down. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. This will be a 35-yard attempt.
All right, mitigates the damage to some capacity. Field goal's good. Now it's a 10-point game. If we can get the ball back, well, we are getting the ball back, but if we could score after this, that'd make it a 3-point game. Here we go.
Return starts from inside the 5. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
Misono Mika's down with another injury. Is Misono Mika just going to be injury prone all season long, just going to become our new Cam Rising? I guess so.
A short completion of the tight end.
They told us all week that they thought they had an opportunity to get this.
Malachi Marino's going to have to come in replacement. All right, Kawaguchi. You got us in this position. Let's see if he can get us out of it.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Comes up with the catch.
Beautiful. All
Runner
right.
scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Boy, it's one of the things I love
Change
about
every
this running
ACC
back.
team's
It's
fight
not
song
just
except for
his
mine
defense
to the
trying to
Syracuse theme.
defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get
Oh,
him-
dang, ceiling fan. Okay. Holy hell, dude.
Heads out of bounds after a
Dude, ceiling
solid
fan
gain.
is really good.
There's nothing more that helps.
I gotta let him
than
have more
committing to
opportunities
that
with the
running
ball
game
because
and
that
stopping
dude
an
is
explosive
really
run
good.
like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense and your rhythm.
That's
Now,
not
you
good.
come back with
That's
some
not.
counters,
That's obviously
try
not
to
ceiling
take some
fans
shots
block.
off of play action,
That wasn't his
hammering
fault. There was no
away with
blocking
that run
there.
game.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to
Here we
shake
go.
loose because
Lot
he
of
is
open
so
space.
elusive. But defense,
Beautiful.
as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Malachi Moreno will be a clutch player. Well, I hope so. Because when he had to take a Tron away, that dude was ass. Oh, a little bit of a high pass there, but at least we came down with a 5-yard gain.
After a short pitch and catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards.
Sucks we won't see Fernando Mendoza starting for the Raiders this year since Kirk Cousins is the new quarterback for Las Vegas. Hey, well, at the bare minimum, he'll be somewhere. We just don't know where. There we go. That was the pass we've been needing. Malachi Coleman touchdown, Squeetars.
Pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver
All right,
was his
well,
ability to separate with his route running.
if our defense can hold them back for one more drive, we could potentially retake the lead or take the lead since we haven't had one all game long.
24-21. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Boom. 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 Somebody. There we
He's
go.
tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play.
Yeah, I don't
Take
know
a
why.
timeout
I guess
to
he
check
just
it out.
wasn't built. He wasn't built for the Squeetard style. I guess that's just the way it is. Whoa, that RPO failed miserably. I don't know what you were doing there.
Looks like a man is down
Took
in the
out Jaden
field after
Scott,
the last
too.
play, so we'll take a timeout. Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Catch hauled.
Yeah, to say the least, in that first quarter, he had a rough debut. High ankle sprain. Mookie Sweats is going to be out. Oh, that blows. That blows. I don't know how long we lost Mookie Sweats for, but he's going to be out for a while. 3rd and 11. What do we got here?
To try to pick up this first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for a man
Nope.
down the left side. This one
No
is broken up
siree.
and falls incomplete. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have
Hell yeah, what a
close
stand by the
game here to
defense.
approach the
4th
half.
and 11. They're going to have to punt right back to
Punt
us.
away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time.
Are we witnessing a comeback in the making? I don't know, but I like what I'm seeing. And a decent return there. We are starting at their 42. No reason we shouldn't get another score if we're on the road, whether or not that's a field goal or setting. Here we go.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to
Oh, I think I had an open lane to Pete Wheeler there.
On the
We're going
run,
to throw
he'll
it
let
off
it
to
go.
Marsh,
Makes the
though, and
touchdown
look at him
throw.
go. What a lob to Andrew Marsh. What electric vision.
After that big gainer, it's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking for a man.
Give it to Andrew Marsh again. He got it.
The defense stops him just
1st and goal at the 1. Indiana takes a timeout. We're going to just try and push this one in. Ceiling Fan Jr. breaks at least one tackle every single time he receives the football. So you know I'm going to give it to him. And we have officially taken the lead.
Great touchdown
Boy,
by this back.
big time 2nd quarter comeback here by the Squeetars. 27-24. Tardaria on top. And now with the extra point, it's now 28-24. Damn.
extra point makes the lead 4.
Hate to see it, huh?
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Kurt might get clown of the week. Yeah, that was a pretty bad choke job right there.
Fields it just outside
Only took
the
him like
line.
4 minutes. Straight up in 4 minutes, this game went from 21-0 to 28-24. That is pretty embarrassing, not gonna lie. Did you guys see Anthony DeGoat is 3rd place for the most amount of interceptions this season? That's funny. And we had a bye week early in the year, so that's even funnier.
First down, it's play action.
Oh, that's not funny. Takes 7 Tardaria guys to bring down 1 Justin Scott, I suppose.
Second and 3. And the Hoosiers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Back to pass. It's Carr. Makes the throw across the middle of the
Dang,
field.
man.
Makes the grab.
Y'all left him wide open over the middle.
Bring them down, but a huge gain. They crossed midfield.
What are they
to the
doing
49.
here? We're trying to watch a basketball game and they're having a straight freaking concert on the court. What are they doing?
For his big tight end. Finds a man.
Okay, come on, Misono Mika. Put your hands up or something.
Good ball here by the quarterback, but I have
Do we need to sit you out for another drive? Because
he
that's,
puts
yeah, that's
such
stinking.
pressure on this defense and makes it very easy for the quarterback to be able to make an accurate throw because
There
he
we
gets
go.
separation.
Boom! Juice Scramble. Let them know about it.
They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out.
Get after him again, Juice. Get after him again.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch
All right,
made
that's
on the
good.
left
Hey,
side.
LeBron James made a tackle. How about that?
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Hey, it's a
There's a
game.
big gap between the
You
first
get
and
the
second
sense
games of the
that
Final
this
Four, I
offense
guess, but
wanted a
they
little bit
they
more
said the game is starting at 8:30. Literally, they had scheduled this game starting for 8:30. It's now 9 o'clock, and they're having a freaking concert in the stands. Dude, I hate it when they do this, when they schedule a time and it's just so far off. This is even worse than the Super Bowl. Oh, thank you. Oh, that could have gone all the way home. We're going to have to use our final timeout. That's a shame. But still, they're so far out of field goal range now that they've got to punt. We're going to have about 30 seconds to pull off a ha-ha.
So on to kick it away, helping his team with field position.
And a bad punt puts us at the 31. He can get something here. All right, Kawaguchi, need you to lock in on this drive.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming.
Here he goes, taking off. He's still going. Nice. Got the first down. That was a risky pass play. It wasn't even a pass, it was more of a run, but way to make a play out of that. The problem is we're running out of time. Now we're going to have to do this.
Moves out of the pocket.
Fires it. Boom, bubble screen's open. Get out of bounds. Bam. Hell yeah, I love to see that. Gets out of bounds. We're at the 20. All right, here we go.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw.
We got a man open. Get Pete Wheeler. Oh, get there. No. We're not going to have time. We're not going to have time. We're not going to be able to spike the ball. Damn it. We have no timeouts left. Shit.
And that will do it for the first.
I would have kicked the field goal there, but I thought Pete Wheeler could have made it. Great attempt by Kawaguchi, though. And I can't be mad about that. We had a hell of a comeback.
And the Hoosiers will kick this away to get the second half going.
28-3 run in the second quarter, and we get ball.
He's going to return it from near the goal
I like
line.
it.
Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's when they start the drive.
So is the league itself running on foul time? I guess. I don't know what the deal is.
First play of the drive,
Even the people in the stands, like I'm watching the actual people sitting there waiting for a game to go down. They're sitting there like, what the shit? Where's the game? I don't want to watch this random Coldplay dubstep ass friggin' song. I want to see some Michigan basketball.
He's going to take a shot down the left side.
Whoa! Okay, there you go. Kenny Kawaguchi getting into it now. What a play!
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense.
That was beautiful. Pete Wheeler. What a dime by Kenny Kawaguchi, though. Having a phenomenal day after that first quarter. 35-24 now after that one. Hoosiers right in the struggle bus a bit now.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field.
At this point, they might as well just reschedule the Final Four and just call it whenever the shit we want. It ain't ever happening.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so
I don't know why I threw strays at the band there. They didn't do anything wrong. It's not their fault.
Defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Dropping back, it's Carr.
Next time I have a get-together, or hell, next time we go to the Slav Olympics, and you know, the scheduled time for it to start is 10 o'clock. Instead, what they should do is schedule it for 10 o'clock and then sit around for about an hour and a half and do nothing. Maybe bring a band out there or two, and then say, oh yeah, the actual start time is well beyond 10 o'clock. We just call it 10 o'clock just because, shit, I don't know.
Looking to flip the field here.
Mendoza's been gone. They got C.J. Carr now, so no, I did not sack Fernando Mendoza since Fernando Mendoza's not here.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense makes their way on the field.
All right, let's see what more you can do.
First down, looking to throw the football. On the move now.
Got hit on the throw. That wasn't his fault.
Fastball's incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing.
Come
it out
on.
to his left.
Come on, you guys. Give me a nanosecond to throw. Offensive line stinking it up right now. Now we're in a position where we absolutely need to throw.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing
We're on the road, so we can't even audible.
right now.
There you go. Great catch.
They get the third down conversion.
Nice, and what a better throw there too.
First down here for this offense.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half.
Wide open man over the middle. Pete Wheeler, first down.
Trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw.
Did C.J. Carr get sacked? Oh, plenty.
Keep working that clock.
Oh, we did this again. I keep soft walking the game by doing that. There's got to be another way to get out of that because whenever you run out of those plays, those 3 plays right there, because they're only 5 wide set plays I've got. Whenever you run out of those and you're not able to use them anymore, you're basically soft locked. You have to call a timeout. That's the only way to break the cycle.
Man, put a star next to that play. It's like the linebacker knew the ball was going to be going.
Here we go,
to this
2nd and
receiver.
11.
So it's the instincts, and then it's the awareness and the athletic ability to be able to bring down.
Antonio Brown just let that one happen. If he blocked that for just a bit longer, that could have been a way bigger game.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for.
Okay.
The option. I'll give them credit. They didn't
3rd and
lose
7.
anything, so it wasn't a negative play.
What can we do here?
This kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Well, we can't audible. That's one thing.
Back, we're going to throw for the first down. He escapes the
We
pocket.
can potentially run it though. Use your legs. Yes, good work.
Now the first and goal at the 6. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the ball is
Oh, that's the
high.
one time ceiling fan did not break a tackle.
Short of the first down marker.
Tis a shame. The one time he couldn't break the tackle. Oh
Trust
well.
in throwing it, you just have to be smart.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket.
You know what? We're just going to take off with Kawaguchi. He may be slow as shit right now, but he had all the open space in the world. Touchdown, Squeetars. That's another one in the books. Oh, yes. Beautiful. That was a really rough first quarter, but ever since then, Kenny Kawaguchi has been on a tear against number 9 Indiana on the road.
They stretch the lead a little bit more.
Looks like we're finally about to get underway here in this other Final Four matchup to find out who's going on to play UConn in the Natty.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Indiana offense
The only
back
2
on the
remaining
field.
1 seeds.
Last time was a
What
quick
cinema
lead
this
out.
is going to
Can he
be.
get a drive going this time?
Uh-oh. Oh, boy, here we go.
Some space around the 30. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground.
Donaldson, whoever that is, he's really fast sometimes.
Play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite
Pete Wheeler is a superstar today. Doesn't happen all that often, but when it does, it's very nice. We got body bag in now. Oh,
man.
He's about to get sacrificed by blood by Kirk Signetti. Kirksington's about to just throw him in the Starlight Pit for that one.
Thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
Oh my goodness. Come on, Anthony. Go. You got to cover better than that. We already know they're going to do the QB sneak, so never mind.
Third down attempt for this offense.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to try and get to him. Boom! No, sir. This is the one D line you can't do that on. 4th and 3. I guess we'll just run our usual man coverage.
I don't know how this running back held on to the football.
Here we go.
As soon as he got
Can
his
we get him
hands
off the
on it,
field?
he got hit.
Oh, now they're going to run it. Yeah, now he's got too much space.
The Hoosiers are moving quickly
I didn't
down
think
the
they were
field.
going to run the football.
I can't believe
Usually the
they called
CPU
this
always
offense.
goes to pass on those type
Way
of
to keep it
plays.
on the ground in this
There's a carbon
situation.
copy of Texans
Fourth
Chiefs
and one,
2020 divisional
two
round
inches is
game.
one thing, but they
Dang.
needed more than that here. And they
How
line
about
up
that?
and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a first down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen.
Not where I expect. Oh, come on, Keezo Night Terror. You are so dog water, bro. Again.
Man, what a great job
Stop
by the tight
stop
end.
letting
That
these
was
people
an
break
attack.
tackles.
How about the effort
Oh,
there
I'm
to
going to
break
touch.
that tackle
Oh,
to pick up
oh
1 yard?
no. He's going away. Tackle him. That gummit.
Play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking right, this one caught. Oh, and he heads out of bounds.
And of course,
After a really
CJ
nice
Carr,
run there.
freaking Iron Man over here, can get hit. And as he's getting hit by 100 and however many pounds, he can still throw it with perfect precision. I'm not sure I understand. They got Nitro Tuggle there? Wow, that's extra poverty if you needed that.
last play. Looks
Nitro
like a timeout
Tuggle.
before they check him out.
The dude who got arrested at Georgia. He's so bad that Purdue picked him
Quick
up.
throw caught on the left side. And the defense smothers him for no gain. This is crucial.
Another third down here. Can we lock him up this time? We'll see.
Force a field goal. Scanning the field.
He's going to run it on the yep, of course.
Looking for the
Knew
end
he
zone.
was doing the entire time, but he's got supersonic speed, so of course he's going to see everybody.
That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some
Oh,
adjustments
my
in half
goodness.
and try to get them back into this game. And that's
Emmett
Lamar's
Mosley
great
or
stuff.
whatever. I knew where he was going the whole time. All my players were just too fat and slow to catch up to him.
And the extra point goes up and good. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it
I want to
away.
believe Squidtard, the player, is actually Squidtard, the coach's son.
They'll
Perchance.
return it from inside the 5.
Here we go. That's a
And he's
decent
brought down
return.
after a solid effort on that return. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the
Code
32.
managing for the playoffs.
Out of the shotgun, he hands
Oh,
it
this is
off.
going to be a good one.
He's past the marker and still going.
Still breaking tackles.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
If he does that, if he carries that load all season, that's going to be something.
Here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap.
We're going,
and
I
opened
mean,
up.
this is without saying, but yeah, no, Tardaria has always been one who's always,
Quarterback drops back
more
in the
often than not,
shotgun,
had a
looking for
consistently good
receiver.
offense.
It's a deep shot to the right.
Got it to Pete Wheeler again. Bam!
That's a big gain to the right. He's brought down.
You
but
love to see it.
explosive play for this passing game. They come up on first down. Clock running. Final minute here of the third quarter. Here comes a throw from the red zone.
Uh-oh. Throw this one again. Oh my goodness.
That one falls incomplete.
What kind of... What in the world kind of hoo-ha was this? Oh my... Oh yeah. There was no way Pete Wheeler was catching that one.
Second down.
I was looking for some potential head-to-head contact there, but I didn't see it. All right, here we go.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option.
Too slow.
And this one goes.
Kawaguchi just ain't got the speed in him. He ain't got that dog in
That's
him.
exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, an old school way is a sign.
Third down and 9.
Left to an account.
Sometimes this works because they don't expect it, so we're going to let him do it again. And nobody's there. Here goes Ceiling Fan to the house. Touchdown. Whew.
And now to try here for the extra point.
The defense has certainly stunk it up today, but man, our offense on a roll.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Told you guys there was nothing to worry about. Hell, I never had a doubt.
Turn starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Load managing sounds exactly like all those idiot Texas fans and Texas A&M fans who are talking about they were hiding their offense for when they get into the playoffs. That's what that sounds like right there.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
We were actually hiding our true potential just so we could get beat by Miami by scoring 7 in the playoffs. Fooled them, or 3. It was 3. Really fooled them right there.
Has it on a screen now.
Shiver me
Bring
timbers.
him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And notice how the balance of this passing game's been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop.
Huh, funny it tells you how many targets each receiver has. That's actually a new thing. I have yet to have seen that
First play of
graphic.
the quarter is a crucial
Okay, bring everybody up
trying
on
to
the line
convert
because
this
you know
third down. They try to sneak it for the first.
Invincibility frame. There ain't nothing you can do about it. They just have this straight up just an invincibility frame. There's nothing you can
First
do.
set of downs.
Yeah, this is far closer than the other games, but they've still got ways to go.
Hat on the hat up front.
Oh,
Good
Juice
job
scrambles
opening up
out.
the holes.
That's
Anytime you
actually
can get
really
positive
bad.
yards on first down, that's a win.
Our
Wideouts now
pass
clustered.
rush is
Looks like the
already
player
stinky
down
as it
injured
is.
at that last play. We'll take a timeout when they check it out.
Good job, Tatsimo Bunsman, for, I guess, having a strong enough aura to make him drop it. I don't know how
Here
he
we are in
dropped
the fourth
that.
quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark
All
this
right, come on,
offense, give them a
guys.
chance at a comeback.
Lock it up one more time.
Unfortunately,
3rd down and
the
6.
defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
There we go. Good job. Sack number 4.
I'm really surprised.
And now it's
by the way
4th and
this game has
13.
turned out. That's another sack
I'm going to
by
stick
this
to our
defense.
usual
They've
man
done
coverage
such
because
a
I don't
great
trust
job
us
of
even in
preparing
cover
a
4.
plan
We
to
have
get ready for when
allowed
the
so
top
many
quarterbacks in the
ridiculous
country,
plays
they've
on
kept
cover
him out
4.
of sync, applied pressure.
So here we go.
And a big part of the
4th
reason
down
they're
and
enjoying this
13.
lead right now.
Chicken jockey's on him. Gummit. Nice. I don't know what he did there, but it worked. It worked.
Chris, I totally understand
Hell
why
yeah.
they would go for this here at this point.
First
in the game.
down for the
You're down by 3
Squeetars, and
scores.
look where we
We're
are
in
in the
second
field.
half. They felt the pressure.
put this
with
one
the
out of reach
possession that
already.
They had, the field position that they had. They needed to make
Oh
something
my
happen.
goodness, another
Unfortunately,
big hit
not
right
able
there.
to come
That
through.
bubble screen came out of that one alive. Kawaguchi is kind of stinking it up right now. He is making some bad throws. I'm starting to think we should just give it to the back and let him take care of business because, yeah, I'm not liking what I'm seeing out of Kenny Kawaguchi. He's made some great throws, don't get me wrong. But he is not a guy who has been consistently good. He has had his moments where he's been really, really bad. Like right there. Right there. That is exactly right.
But this offense has had a great
Easily
game
able to
games
dump
out
that
of
one
reach. I'd
off,
be
but he
curious
just
to know
whiffed.
Why the starting quarterback's even still in the game, and why is he throwing the football?
Over the middle. There we go.
The receiver tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up
I guess we're just going to run the sweep.
crucial. 3rd down.
I don't trust myself to pass right here for obvious reasons.
They have to settle for 3.
We're just going to send Ceiling Fan on the jet sweep. Able to power through there. Oh, bullshit. It's not 4th down. It's 1st down.
I really like the
Fine.
idea of third down.
All right.
You can kind of see the thought process there. Make an
Well, this is
unconventional
something
call on third
specifically
down.
meant for the
Sometimes that can work
Nakanos.
out, but the defense
For the
was
Nakano
just prepped
bloodline,
and ready
but
for it this
hell.
time.
Might as well run it here.
For a first down. They'll go for it.
Kenny Kawaguchi tush push.
Trying to convert with a sneak.
And success.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs.
I wonder if Michigan and Zone will be playing peak hoops. Well, they're the 2 best teams from the looks of it, so I have to say they will.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Okay, now it's 2nd and
Okay,
goal from the 1.
first play didn't work.
What a
Let's
job
try it
by
again.
this defense. They would simply
There we go.
not relent. Incredible effort.
Ryoko Matoi, touchdown, Tardaria. And that's how it's done, gentlemen. We'll be playing big ball down here. Boom.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
Indiana just can't handle that SEC style. Different leagues. What can I tell you? I miss different leagues. Wonder how he's doing in the NFL. Quarterback is on life alert. Holy hell. Yeah, he's put his life on the line. That's for certain. They had us in the first quarter, not gonna lie. There we go. Sidney Sweeney stinking it up.
And the play is good enough for a first down to move the ball to the 44.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle,
Blah, blah, blah,
but it's what
blah,
he's
blah,
doing
blah,
after the
blah,
catch. He
blah,
has such
blah,
great quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more
Oh, man.
positive yards
Was that Misoto Miko whipped on that one? He was right there to make the play. Could have potentially just tore that one away, but just whiffed on it. Come on, defense. Where'd y'all go?
Here comes a first down pass attempt.
There you go.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw.
Different leagues is in the no fun league.
Now this defense has done such
Probably.
a great job of disrupting.
Yeah, we're talking about the
timing
player
with his
here, not Lane
quarterback and his
Kiffin.
wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times, consistent pressure. Just
I have no idea where he's at. I'm pretty sure he got drafted. Tomorrow's practice for Indiana players is going to be a rough one. At least 7 players individually are going to be thrown into a volcano. Which ones? I'm not sure, but somebody's going to be thrown into an active volcano.
Out of the gun now on third down. Taking a shot deep
Double
toward the end zone.
coverage. And I'm telling you that probably one of those players being thrown into the active volcano is going to be C.J. Carr. Okay, but you were supposed to take a knee there. Now look where we are on the field.
But the interception
You kind of put me into, you probably put me into a bad spot here.
Right, so it's first and 10 back
But you
inside
did
the
make an
5-yard
elite play,
line.
so
We're
I'll
gonna
give you
see
the
how
benefit
much
of the
this
doubt.
play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he
Holy
be
crap,
in the
ceiling fan.
defense surrounds him. Just a short
Okay, now
gain
we
on
have a
that completion.
little bit more of an opportunity here.
Wow, they get positive yards here.
Kenny
Have a sense
Kawaguchi.
that they wanted a little bit
This
more
poor
with that pitching
quarterback,
game.
man, he's putting his life out there. We ain't done with you yet.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do.
You
This
must
time,
stay out here the
defense just
entire
won the
game.
battle
It's part of the
right from
contract.
line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's
There you go.
gap
Good
sound.
throw.
It's really
Good throw to
solid
bubble
defense
screen.
on that play.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down.
If Dan Hurley
These
can
guys
get a
been
third
making
now, he's
plays all
probably
game
more
long.
accomplished than
Go back
Kirby
to him
Smart.
again, and it
Well,
works out.
hasn't he been coaching for way more than Kirby Mouse?
It's a screen pass.
Oh, easy
complete to the
screen
running
right
back.
there. Oh, well,
What a spin.
that was the wrong direction there, ceiling fan, but
Chris,
we'll give you the
another
benefit of the doubt
accurate
there.
throw
You've
by
done a
this
really good job all
quarterback.
game.
This guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly,
What was
making
that?
great decisions for this offense.
Kawaguchi,
In
what was
position to win
that?
this game.
Who are you throwing to? Oh my goodness, we had a wide open tight end and Kenny Kawaguchi decides he's going to throw to the sky. Great job. Well, good news, the sky didn't catch it.
Pocket breaking down.
Oh, for goodness sakes. And of course,
Interception of the day.
that shit again, it pisses me off so much when you throw a football and then you get hit as you're throwing it and it floats directly into the hands of an Indiana linebacker. Right into their hands. Literally floats right there.
In the final
You can't
chance
make
to
it up.
rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far.
Well, this has definitely been a rough performance overall. Finally, 9:21 in the game starts. Remember when they said their kickoff or tip-off was supposed to be at 8:30? Remember that? Remember that? Yeah, great times.
It's good field position, but it's third down and long. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
Nope.
He stopped short of
That
the
was just to
marker.
set up the fourth down. And this one's probably
Oh,
going
man,
to
he
be
keeps
for
it himself on the
first.
option, picks up a bunch of yards.
They gotta
but
make me do 10
not
more
enough to be
push-ups
able to
before I
pick
go
up a
out of
first
here.
down. You've got a fourth down and a big call here.
See what I mean?
Makes the
Anthony to
pass
go.
enough for a first down.
Trying real hard to shit the bed for the rest of us.
First of the half.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they
Michigan's
wanted to
already
be able
put
to
up
come
a
with
2.
stop here on 4th down. But
they're
there's the
fir-
timing between a
they
quarterback
get
and
first
receiver.
blood
They knew
in.
exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and do my push-up. You know Tardaria ain't going to do no goal line stance, so.
The Hoosiers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Ball knocked loose on the dive.
Oh!
Oh, just a costly
Okay, well, I just did
turnover
10
here
push-ups
for
for
this
no
offense.
reason.
Last
Wow.
thing they wanted to see is put this ball
Okay.
on the ground, and really any chance
My
of getting
bad.
back into this
I
game
did
is
not
lost.
understand your game. I didn't realize you had that dog in you the entire time. Chicken jockey with an elite play to save us from instant death. How about
So
that?
it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the
This would
coaching
be
staff
so
play
funny
this?
if this
So they run the
works.
ball to get some breathing
Andrew
room,
Marsh or
or
Pete
do they
Wheeler?
trust
Andrew
the
Marsh.
looking
Yep.
deep down the left side.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
And he's hauled in right downfield. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they
Well, you
run
tried
it
real
down?
hard. Ain't that unfortunate?
I can't believe they threw the football. I think the defense is surprised as well. Looked like they had everybody up near the line of scrimmage. to just
man,
stop
ain't that
the
a
run,
shame.
'cause they thought they might
Well,
take
you already
the
know I'm
easy
going to
way
try
out.
it, so I'm going to
Instead,
go ahead and
they
let
showed
you miss the
confidence
extra
in the
point for
quarterback
get some
to throw the
shiggles.
football, and my gosh, does it pay off. 99 yards
62
for
to
a touchdown.
31.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now
So
the kickoff
now
team,
it's
they kick it away.
basically, you know, we've got to get the ball back before the end to get
Fields
our
it just
69
outside the
points.
goal line. Returner tackle right there.
That was a
That's where
chicken
we'll start
jockey
the drive.
masterclass. I didn't realize he had that dog in him the
Here's
entire
first
time.
play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Back to throw. It's Carr. Bringing pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Barker. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Can I switch to
Pass
something else
caught.
yet?
2nd down now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary.
It's a screen.
Running back
Boom,
grabs it
no
on
siree.
speed. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers and stopped short of the first down.
Indiana losing is not a common occurrence anymore. Yeah, who would have thunk it?
Inside their own 20.
Who'd have ever
They
thought
wanna
we'd be
get
in that
this drive
timeline,
going,
huh?
or a punt could give the opponent excellent field
They're
position.
coming after him. Giving him all day to throw, though. Yeah, we got him. Nice.
Defense finally chasing him down for a sack.
Somebody got there before he could throw it away. LeBron James got there before somebody could get him.
Everybody on the same page. The Hoosiers will bring their punt
Did
team
that
on
say
the
West
field.
Virginia and Oklahoma State tied at 21? I'm going to have to look at that and see for myself.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
All right, well, what better time to do the funny than now, right?
Here comes the offense. Hoping to
What
get a
better
drive
time than to
going.
do the funny?
To come back out protecting
Speaking
a
of funny,
safe lead.
Michigan's
What an
running
awesome
away with
feeling
this
to be
thing.
way
It's
ahead
9-1,
in
and
the
they are
game.
just running away with it.
Direct snap.
I don't know. Damn. Well, that was worth a shot.
First down.
Read that one with precision. Come on, Kenny Kawaguchi. If we manage to get
Right where you wanna
the
be
69
after the
here.
completion, nowhere to go after that catch.
Damn, man.
This receiver, it's incomplete.
This offensive line is stinking it up for me.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down.
Holy hell,
They
guys.
hit him just as he releases the ball.
Well, there ain't much else I can do here.
But his
4th and
aggressive
10.
nature has gotten them the lead that they're enjoying right now, but I gotta
That
think
is a shame.
that 3rd down,
Does not look
just
like we're
keep
going to get the
working that
69.
clock and enjoy the victory.
Doesn't mean it's impossible, but we're going to have to basically float one to Pete Wheeler. Cannot come up with it.
Complete the defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Well, that's
The
unfortunate.
offense now operating in empty.
That wasn't even really on Kawaguchi. The line literally gave him no time to do anything. Our offensive line just sit there and shout all over
He's running out of
themselves.
time here. Trying to get
So
the
pending
throw
some
off.
sort of
He'll just
defensive
throw that one
masterclass
away
here.
to avoid a bit of a
This
sack.
thing's in the books.
So after
We're
the
going to be one
incompletion,
short of
it's
the
2nd
69,
down.
but that's okay.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right
I mean,
as
we
he
were down
released the ball.
21-0 when this
That
game
ball's not
started,
picked
so the
off.
fact that we're even
The
here in the
bottom
first
line is
place
they
is
can't
sort
get
of
this
a
quarter-
minor miracle.
Deep shot to left side.
Okay.
And it's
I
incomplete
for a
with
second he
just
might have
1
caught that.
second remaining on the clock. They're backed up
Well,
here,
last
trying to
play.
make something happen on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 1 second left. This is basically just going to be a prayer shot to make them feel better about themselves, and it's incomplete. There you go. Come from behind victory by the Squeetars. They survive in Bloomington, and they'll be moving to a 3-0. 481 passing yards and 6 touchdowns. That looks very impressive when you get all the picks he threw.
Especially another ranked opponent. This team.
Yeah, we were down 21-0. Did not look good for us. Then Kawaguchi clutched up, and we had several marquee plays that got us back in this thing. Well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I played CJ Carr. So that's a plus. Gotta take the good with the bad, you know what I mean? So while it didn't look pleasant, we at least came away with it. Alright, well, who do you guys think? You've seen all 3 quarterbacks play. With all the experience that they've gotten, who do you think should be our starting quarterback for the remainder of the year? Should it be Kenny Kawaguchi, AJ Brand, or Mr. Chip Chipperson? Questions. Hey, look, we're number 1 now. Yay! Number 1 Tardaria. I guess either Clemson lost or they just they just realized Clemson sucks. Good. We're back in the favoritism of the media, especially since now Bubble Screen is leading in the Heisman race. I guess that would be more than enough for him to lead us there. Didn't AJ get hurt during week 0? Yeah, but it wasn't a serious injury. He took a bit of damage, but he was like, he's not out for the year or anything. In fact, nobody is. All of our players are fine. So let's see, season stats. Let's go to quarterbacks. Let's see who's leading. So looks like, yeah, Kenny Kawaguchi is leading in the passing department, but he's also leading in interceptions. Chip Chipperson right behind him, and then AJ Brandon 422. He had the least amount of attempts out of anybody, though, and he still had 459 yards. So yeah, I know there's a lot of discussion that's, I'm sure, to be made. AJ Brand, though, he had 7 touchdowns, no interceptions. So yeah, it's going to be a choice, but I'm leaving it up to y'all. Which one of these guys should be our new man going forward? AJ Brand, Chip Chipperson, or Kenny Kawaguchi? Make your choice, and I guess we'll come to that conclusion next stream. Because I am going to go ahead and call it a night. I had to make this one a short stream because I'm going to have to make some get out videos tonight. Oh, so I wouldn't have been able to go all night anyway. So that's why I started early as I did. So we will see you guys next week. We'll probably go through most of the regular season next week. But yeah, let's see. We got Missouri. Who else do we got to play? I know the schedule's pretty rough from this point onward, but yeah, we got Missouri, who's undefeated, South Carolina, UConn, and they're 0-4, so it should be pretty easy. Then Oklahoma. We'll try to get to at least Ole Miss, but I think I'm going to try and get to November. I'm going to try and get to this point where all we've got is A&M, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas. We'll try and get to that point. Especially since we'll be playing on accelerated clock, so that should make the games go faster. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I ain't got nothing else for you guys, so Thank you all. Thank you to everybody who sent super chats tonight. You guys are wonderful people. Greatly support your endeavors, and thank you for supporting mine by graciously donating to the channel. Thank you to everybody who watched today's stream. As usual, you guys are all wonderful people. Be sure to like the stream on your way out. Helps out the channel significantly as we progress forward here in Tardaria. Appreciate PrizePicks, of course, for sponsoring Squidtard Sports. In case you don't know, you can get the app now and then get $50 instantly in lineups based on your first play by using the code HMA. Much appreciate PrizePicks for sponsoring this channel. Oh, hi, Scooter. Scooter wanted to say one last goodbye before we call it a night here in Squeetar Town. Look at Scooter. Look at Scooter. Hi, Scooter. Hello, bud. Say hello to the people. You want to say hello to the people? He's camera shy, but we're gonna show him to the camera anyway. Hi, Scooter. You can tell how much he loves you guys. Frankly, though, he doesn't love anybody. You want to sit in the Squeetard chair? Nope, he does not. Can't confirm. All right, guys. Well, graciously appreciate your support as always. Love y'all. You guys take care the rest of this Saturday night. You know, don't do anything stupid. Make sure you stay safe, too. That's very important. Stay safe. Love you guys. Y'all take care. Thank you all for tuning in. And as always, power to Tardaria! And we'll see you all on Monday for the FBS report, more than likely. Until then, power to Tardaria. And, yeah, I love you guys. Check with y'all later.